It's on like Donkey Kong, boys. What you say? You need a pickup truck? You want to buy one? Well, hey, come on down here to George Kelly, okay? He's got GMC, he's got Chevrolet. I'll fix you right up. Look, here's what we're gonna do. No, that's too much. No, you're quoting figures that are too high. I'm gonna go lower than that. Open your ears, take the truck, and drive out the lot. Stamp approved, boys. Move out. Hey, Elliot, I just sold one.
GMC, we are professional grade.
White River Health has a number of locations to meet both your primary care and specialty care needs, including White River Health Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care in Newport. For more information on services available, visit whiteriverhealth.org. White River Health is a proud supporter of Newport Greyhound Athletics.
Well, we welcome you to Pioneer Stadium, Pioneer Nation in Batesville, Arkansas. And it's the Newport Greyhounds and the Batesville Pioneers. And you see Mayor Rick Ellenbaugh and Mayor Derek Ratliff, Batesville and Newport mayors respectively, who were just flown in by the helicopter that you just saw. David Black with Hayden Schultz. Ben Black joins us again this week. Josh Nation and, of course, Anthony May doing all the producing and directing of the broadcast, and it should be an outstanding football game tonight. For the 100th time in history, the Newport Greyhounds and the Batesville Pioneers will line up and play football. Welcome, guys.
Hey, Dave, good to be here. Never called a game at Batesville. I know that you've called probably 72 of the 100, but excited to be here. What a crowd on hand. New facility that they built over here in the end zone. I mean, it's been great hospitality from the Pioneers.
Just a historic game here tonight, guys. You know, we talk about the rivalry, and last year the rivalry renewed, and this is my first game to ever call at Batesville, but I'm excited to be a part of this history here. It's our 100th meeting. Ought to be a good football game here tonight, Hayden.
Absolutely, and I think when you talk about the football game, Ben, you talk about obviously it's got to be one in the trenches, and I thought the Hounds did a really good job of running the football. Trey Greer last week against a Mark Tree team. It's going to be a good AA team. We're obviously going to be tested a little more tonight, I think, against Batesville, especially up front when you're going up against a team that's got the numbers that they do in a 5A East conference. But, I mean, you talk about Greer, 13 carries, 247 yards, and he didn't play most of the third and all of the fourth. So that guy could have easily been over 400 or 500 yards. You talk about a difference maker in him and obviously in Luke Reynolds, but then you go to the defensive side, and guys flying to the ball, the big guy that up front for us has been Hayden Kennedy. What he did, 9 tackles last week. He was an animal. They couldn't block him. 0 could not be blocked last Friday night for the Hounds. We'll hope for the same thing this week.
Well, I think one thing, Hayden, coming in is that you've got to concentrate on those things that you're talking about. It's got to be the defensive line against their offensive line. Our defensive line was stellar last week, backed up by a great back end in the secondary. And these games are normally not defensive games, but I think this Newport defense is very, very solid at every position, and I think the key to them is that they have a lot of depth.
Well, yeah, David, you talk about that. 16, 17 guys played in the first half on the defense, especially in the secondary. A lot of guys just trying to figure out who's going to be that plug-in guy. I think later on in the year you'll see a lot more kids go both ways, but you don't have to do that necessarily in the first week or this week. You might actually see, because this is a game that you've got circled on your schedule. You don't lose this game. Talk about, A-State and Arkansas playing. This is kind of the same deal. If you're Arkansas or A-State, you're going in there to win that game. And both teams, regardless of how the season goes, the rest of the season, they want to win this one, Ben.
Absolutely. David Black, what you got?
Well, Greyhound Football brought to you by George Kell Motor Company. They're always sponsoring, just one of the biggest sponsors in our community when it comes to helping kids and being a corporate sponsor for Newport Greyhound Football on Cable 15 TV for the last several years. They are the lead sponsor for our broadcast, and we thank George Kell Motor Company. And also visit us at the Greatest Newport Greyhounds on Facebook, sponsored by George Kell Motor Company and also by Unity Health in Newport. Jackson's Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue, as you see the captains coming to the center of the field. Arkansas Steel Associates and White River Health with a number of locations to meet both your primary and specialty care needs. Hey guys, listen, the captains are out there, honorary folks. Listen, it's an exciting night. It's the first time I've seen a game in Batesville in a long, long time, but I've played on this field. I've called a lot of games on this field, and it's great to be back in Batesville on the hill.
And we'll try to announce these captains here. We'll start with the Newport Greyhounds. It looks like Travion Greer, Nemo Crite, Hayden Kennedy, and Day Braxton. Looks like for the Pioneers, number 6, Cole Bentz. Looks like 76, Dalton Lee. I believe that's number 4, Daniel Patterson. And number 2, Colin McHouston. I hope I said that right. And there is the flip, as we'll wait and see what the Hounds want to do if they've won the toss. It looks like Batesville did not win the toss. Looks like the Hounds did. And the white hat says they have won the toss. We are deferring to the second half, so, we say it each and every week when we do that. We want to come out, get a stop, and then go put up 7, and they're chasing the 8 ball the rest of the game, Ben.
Well, that kind of sets the tone, Hayden. You defer with that in mind. You say, hey, we can hold them on this first drive, then you come down and score, and like you said, chasing the 8 ball, chasing their tail, whatever you want to call it. But you always want to put points up first, and it's good to have that going in at halftime, knowing that you're going to get that football back to start the second half.
I'm excited to see what Batesville's going to do. Last year, the first contest, obviously, in a long, long time. And they came out and they played like Batesville of old, as far as they lined up in the eye. They didn't do anything fancy. They thought they could blow us off the ball. And it kind of got out of hand a little early. And then in the second half, you saw a different team. They came out with some screen passes, getting tight ends, H-backs out in the flats. So is Batesville going to throw the book at the Hounds tonight? Or are they going to stick to the old way of staying in that eye or that single back and try to power? I don't know. I think that if you are Batesville, you're going to come out and try to do something a little different.
Well, I think it's going to be 3 yards in the cloud of dust for those guys. They're going to try to keep the football out of the hands of the Newport Greyhounds, and here they go.
And both teams are fired up. This is going to be a good one here. What a view, and I've said this as many times as I've been to Newport and many times that I've watched Batesville here. Batesville, as far as what they've got with the golf course and the trees in the background, it is one of the best stadiums. It's not the best. It comes second to the Hounds.
And I also want to thank Coach Stu Smith, the athletic director here at Batesville, and all the hospitality that we've been given by Pioneer Nation. Everybody was wonderful to us. They had a big tailgate party, free food brought to you by Fathead Pizza. And let me tell you what, it's a big-time atmosphere for a big-time program, for 2 big-time programs on the 100th meeting between the Newport Greyhounds and the Batesville Pioneers. And I'm excited to bring it to you. The game also brought to you by Judge Henry Boyce, the class of 1982, Wilson Sign and Rental Company. First Horizon Bank at 200 Olivia Drive in Newport, committed to making your banking experience the best it can be. Our number is 870-523-3611, supporting the Newport Greyhounds. Sam's Diner in Newport, open 5 days a week. And Temp Pro, the Laster brothers, Sam and John, doing a lot of AC and heating business. Guys, I'm excited to be here. I'm thrilled to death, 44 years in, and here we go.
Can you imagine the feeling, Hayden, of being down there on that kickoff team or that kickoff return team and just waiting for this moment, knowing, you know, since last year for both teams, you know, it's a game you look forward to, and this moment, here it is.
Yeah, Ben, I've said it before. I mean, we got to play those guys in 9th grade, and I believe it was a 20-20 ball game. We ended in a tie, and then it quit. You know, us going in to 10th grade year, I never got to play against Batesville, never got to play here. But what an exciting feeling tonight that the Hounds get to experience, especially a First Community Bank kickoff where community comes first. Destin Jackson to kick it away. He's going to boot this one deep, and it's going to be fielded inside the 10-yard line. Batesville setting up a return. Hayden Kennedy was there, missed a tackle. He's going to be met near the 28-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
Well, Hounds get to start off with this defense right here, Hayden. You'd love to get a 3-and-out or a turnover right here. Hayden Kennedy just about had a big-time stop there, just couldn't hold on.
Got to watch everything here. I mean, obviously, to start the game, Cole Bentz is going to be at the helm of that Pioneer offense, and we'll see what they can draw up here to start their first possession. Jay Grady, Hayden Kennedy. And here's the snap, a little toss play, trying to get outside, cuts it up. He is brought down there by Zay Greer, but it's enough to move the chains here, and Batesville gets the first down of the ball game. Jaden Robinson in that secondary, Samaj Morgan, Henderson and Sampson anchoring at the linebacker, Destin Jackson, Day-Day Braxton, Tavares Hardaway at a safety position. Trip set, long count. I think the Hounds jumped.
Sampson just eager to make a play there, and glad they got that over with now so we know to watch the football, Hayden.
And if you look at it, I think the Hounds might have the advantage as far as the athletes and size. I mean, this is not, you know, a huge Batesville team. I mean, if you look at it on paper, the Hounds probably outweigh them on the offensive and defensive line, I think. On 1st and 5. Here's the snap. They go back to it. Hayden Kennedy's there, and it's for a loss. Back to the 38-yard line. And there it is right there, 0 for White.
Well, Kennedy just blows his man up and makes the tackle in the backfield. Just exactly what you want. Perfect execution by the Hound defense. Kennedy's going to have another big night here tonight, Hayden. You watch and see.
We'll see here now, 2nd and 10 after the loss of 5. I believe that's a setup play on a fake and then a bootleg the other direction.
Well, here it comes. Got 2 receivers at the top, one at the bottom of your screen.
Here's the snap, fake. Quarterback rolling out to his left. He's under pressure, throws the slant route. It's incomplete. We do have a flag back here near the 35. We think it's a holding on those guys.
Kennedy again just in full pursuit of Bentz there. And what a job of effort on that young man's part. Backside, chasing down. We'll see what the laundry is on the field.
Tracy Smith and Carmelo Ellis checking in on that defensive line, and it's a holding. They're going to decline it, make it 3rd down and 10 now.
Well, the holding call would have been at the 34-yard line. That could have backed him up to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that we shouldn't have accepted that one, Dave.
Great confidence in this Hound defense.
Yeah, you still 3rd down and long in a team like Batesville that doesn't want to be 3rd down and long, but we'll see here. Got to watch the football. And there it is again.
I want to remind everybody that Newport Small Engine Sales and Service, your lawn and garden headquarters, brings you every Greyhound first down on the night. Bratcher Real Estate will bring you every Greyhound touchdown. Merchants of Planters Bank, the first half recap, and Jackson's Funeral Home presents a quick wrap-up at the conclusion of the game. We'll be looking for the fathead big hit of the week, and the John Minor Crop Insurance brings you the Mr. John Minor Senior Hustle Player of the game.
Now on 3rd and 5. Looks like we're lined up offsides again. They're going to call it. We're offsides.
I've been looking. I didn't have the correct angle until now, but it looked like Hayden has been close to offside just about ever since we've started the contest. He's going to have to back up half a step, or they're going to throw that all night.
That's going to be enough to move the sticks, and Batesville, after what we had, a big loss there, and you don't take the penalty. 2 offsides play cost them the Hounds, and now Batesville at midfield.
Well, that's new life for the Pioneers for sure. And what was a 3rd and long situation, now new set of downs, 1st and 10. Got twins at the bottom, 1 guy at the top of your screen.
Here's the snap, and they go dive up the middle. Young man barrels forward for 5, and now 2nd and 5. Big Boosie Hardaway going to check in.
Batesville trying to go quickly here.
Yeah, and we've got 12 on the field. They're going to get us. They go quick, and the Hounds weren't expecting it. Day-Day Braxton there to bring him down. I'll tell you what, guys, the Hounds not looking great right here.
Well, you make a few mistakes mentally, and then just a couple little things, and Batesville aware enough to go ahead and run the hurry up as we're trying to sub, and just give those guys credit there. We're getting on the football and getting the snap out.
Now at the 36. I think it's a timeout right here. Coach Carpenter is fired up at his Hounds, and Batesville, obviously, it's the start that they wanted, getting into Hound territory.
Well, during the timeout, reminder that 80-20 Learning for Autism, Compassion Over Compliance, opened their doors in Newport, Arkansas several weeks ago. Ben and Leslie Glidewell got some Newport Greyhound touch to that. And their phone number is 870-336-6492, and we thank them for being a sponsor and contributing. And right here with us on Cable 15 TV. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Leslie. We appreciate you guys and glad you guys are in business in Newport, Arkansas. 80-20 Learning for Autism. And their office is located in the Village Mall in what used to be the Village Twin Cinema Theater in the mall, which is the biggest building there besides the mall. Welcome home, Ben. Unity Health Newport will bring you every player of the game, or the player of the game report at the conclusion of the contest, and the Subway inside the Newport Walmart will bring you the Coach Reardon Show.
Got to watch the football here.
In motion. Expected to go that way, and a toss trying to get outside. Hounds set the edge, but nobody there to fill the alley. And a first down and a whole lot more inside their own red zone here.
I saw where the shift there, when they shifted the 2 guys to that side, Newport did not honor that shift. They did not send anybody there, so the numbers favored the Pioneers, and they're going quickly.
Snap, and they go dive play. Inside handoff, and he's going to be tackled near the 10. They'll mark it official 11. Look at the Pioneers go here quick. Empty backfield. Bentz going to throw it out wide here, and it's going to be incomplete. It's now a 3rd down and about 3.
Nice lick there by Day-Day Braxton, breaking up that pass.
Well, the Pioneers have come to play, and they've taken this ball from their own 30-yard line and driven it down to near the 10. You thought the big penalty was going to really help Newport. Newport declined the penalty and in a couple of offsides plays, and suddenly the Pioneers are knocking on the door. Now they're going to have to take a timeout.
Well, they went for that the no play there, the onside play, offsides play again. Hounds do not fall, so Batesville lets take a timeout.
Newport Small Engine Sales and Service, your lawn and garden headquarters. If you need mowing or gardening equipment, we have it. Several name brands to choose from. And if you need some used equipment, or your used equipment needs a little care, some fine tuning or repairs, we can do it. Come see James Langston and crew at 2904 Stowe Road in Newport, or call us at 870-523-2914 for more information. You can check us out on Facebook We are Newport Small Engine Sales and Service. Come do some business with a local family-owned business right there in Newport. Also, Diaz Scrap Metal, the recycling center located at 3924 Highway 367 North. Buying cars, iron, copper, brass, steel, stainless, electric motors, cans, and much, much more. You can give us a call for more information at 870-523-3858, Diaz Scrap Metal.
Third and a few here. Hounds need a big stop in a big way right here, guys.
Expect a long count here, I would think. Maybe a toss to the numbers. Here's the snap fake, and there's that bootleg we were talking about. And Bentz under pressure. He's going to throw it to the end zone. He's got a man there. Touchdown, Batesville.
Bentz under pressure there. Hounds in great pursuit. Just what a play by Bentz. Nice catch at the back of the end zone. Couldn't tell who caught the football. Maybe Colin McHouston. Either way, Pioneers strike first. As we await the extra point, Pioneers lead at 6-0 with 9:02 to go.
Now they go 70 yards on that drive. They had a sense of urgency and looked very good on the drive.
Snap, hold, kick is up and is good. And the Pioneers lead here with 9:02 to go in the first quarter, 7-0.
ASU Newport at 7648 Victory Boulevard in Newport, one of our sponsors. Ellis Automotive, repair shop for both foreign and domestic autos, and we use the latest diagnostic technology, do valve cover gaskets, window regulators, head replacements, and much, much more. Do brake work, tire repair, tire sales, including mounting and balancing, and most maintenance and repair to your auto. Check us out on Facebook at Ellis Automotive. And for diagnosing, treating, and rehabilitating services for a full range of orthopedic conditions ranging from minor sprains to fractures and total knee replacements using a robot arm-assisted technology, call or visit White River Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine right here in Batesville. Providers include Doctors Angel, Carpenter, Greer, and McLeod. With APRNs Chad Grady and Josh McIntosh, you can make appointments at Batesville or Newport. For more information, go to batesvillebones.org or give them a call at 793-2371. Well, guys, the Pioneers just lined up and had that what we call sense of urgency, and
they got it done, David, and obviously they've been working on it and thinking about it since last year. But we will have another First Community Bank of Newport kickoff where community comes first. Go see them at 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport or give them a call at 870-201-6202.
Hounds have got to shore up the defensive mistakes.
I believe this young man's going to kick in the end zone.
Great kicking game for the Pioneers.
Pooch kick. We need to let this thing go out of bounds if it will, and we don't. Pick up around the 17. Now Day-Day trying to find somewhere to go, and he's held up. It'll be first 10 for the Hounds at the 22-yard line.
Got some extracurricular there after the play. We'll see who that is on. White hat and the referee over here discussing, looking back towards Newport, but we'll see.
Well, you have to get it under control early right here in one of these games that has a lot of emotion in it, and there's much emotion on the field tonight.
Unnecessary roughness will be half the distance here.
So another mistake by the Hounds here early.
Batesville's got Newport right where they want them, guys, back deep in their own territory.
See what Coach Josh Austin has up his sleeve here.
Yeah, Reynolds and Greer. Here's the snap fake. Reynolds calls his own number. Luke Reynolds tough running as he gets up to near the 20. He gets a majority of it back right there.
What a tough kid he is, and really stepped up and been the leader of this bunch. So we're second and a couple here for the Hounds.
Zay Greer checking in now.
The Hounds will get the play call in and up to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of time on the play clock.
On second and a couple, give ish to Greer up the middle, and Trey Greer's got one man to beat. And Trey Greer across the 40, 35-30. He's going to walk in the end zone, and Greer with the ball on the 19-yard line takes that one to the Casa, and you see what Greer can do there. And we're going to call him tonight Kid Flash. I've been looking for a nickname for him. He is Kid Flash now, Ben Black.
Well, I can tell you, I have not got to see the young man carry the football in real life, guys. I missed the first part of the game last week, but that is unbelievable speed for that guy. Just the closing speed, just to walk off and leave the guy from Batesville is unbelievable.
Well, the guy had the angle, Dave. I mean, he had him dead to rights, and he kicks it into another gear. He drops it there in fifth, and he just takes off and goes to the Casa.
Very impressive from the 30 on in. Great job of blocking by the Hound offensive line.
Braxton to snap, Sampson to hold, Jackson to kick. It is up and is good, and we've got a tie ball game here.
The Hounds covered some real estate there and got a Bratcher Real Estate touchdown brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate. You can check out all their listings at BratcherRealEstate.com. You can see Mary Reed, Principal Broker, Lauren Sampson, Joe Dupree, or Caroline Young at 732 Malcolm Avenue, the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson.
And just a couple of plays and 89 yards.
I was going to see what time the time of possession there.
I think they scored somewhere around the 9-minute mark. Batesville did.
Scored at 9:02, and the Hounds come back at 8:05.
So 55 seconds, the Hounds have the football and put points on the board to tie this thing back up. And Greer, what a weapon.
I want to remind everybody for safe banking, Merchants and Planners Bank has offices in several locations, including offices in Newport and Batesville. You can pay with your Visa card, your debit card now, and pay over your phone or with your watch. For details at Merchants and Planners Bank, give them a call at 523-3601 right there in Newport. Remember FDIC, and be sure to ask about residential and commercial mortgage lending. They have the specialists to take care of all your lending needs in Newport and Batesville.
Another First Community Bank kickoff where community comes first, and Destin Jackson going to tee it up here.
Price Holmes watching the contest tonight. Doug Dowdle also from Powhatan, Virginia.
It's this one that's going to be dropped and picked up near the 14-yard line. Misses the first one, but then here come a pack of those Hounds, and I love to see a lot of orange helmets fly to the football bin. Might have got settled in right there. You know, obviously Batesville running a lot of high right there as they march down the field. Now we'll see if they can take it from the 20-yard line.
When you see a guy take the football and do what Greer did with it, it's just, I don't care if you're the New England Patriots, that'll deflate you a little bit.
Like what you did there with the Patriots and deflate.
Was that intentional?
Somewhat.
Ben Black. Glad you're back.
Glad
Ben
to
Black.
be back, guys.
From the 24, Hounds look to bring pressure. Long count, Hounds don't fall this time. Here comes motion. Snap, they try to get outside. Young man makes a couple guys miss, and he's going to have a first down. Destin Jackson there to bring him down near the 39-yard line. Well, the toss play's just been there. We've set the edge, but we hadn't had that alley filler. You got to have somebody filling that alley, and we hadn't seen that guy come up yet.
Well, give credit to Batesville. They're just executing their game plan very well at this point in time. They're coming this way, Hayden.
Here's the snap and a dive. Young man tripped up near the 45. He leans forward to the 49. It's going to be close for a first down. We'll see the official mark. And they're going to move the chains, and something I did not expect is Batesville to go fast.
Well, you know, we talked about before we got on, what do we think they're going to do? And we assumed they would 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but they are wanting to go quickly here.
Yeah, and I like how they do that and then go with the long count. You get those guys ramped, and then you long count.
Yeah, good discipline there by the Hound defense.
From the 49 in Pioneer territory. Here's the snap. Fake. Quarterback dumps it off. He's got a man, a first down, and he is met there by Samaj Morgan. And it's going to be brought down around the 40-yard line into Hound territory.
Just a good tackle there by Samaj. It looked like he was trying to take the ball away, but just couldn't get it out of the hands of the Batesville receiver. Batesville going quickly again. Watch the no play.
And they go back to a counter inside. Not a whole lot there. Give him a couple.
Played a lot better there by the Newport defense.
Yeah, I think Henderson in on that tackle. Is Day-Day Braxton checking back in?
You mentioned it on the first drive, Hayden. That play right there will set up another play. Maybe coming up right here where it goes wide to the top of your screen.
Now on 2nd and 8. Fake, quarterback. Throws it out in the flat, got a man there again.
Same play, essentially.
Yeah, it's going to be brought down inside the 35, and we'll wait for the official mark, I believe somewhere around the 32. Now 3rd down and a couple.
You know, as a defensive back, you have to watch what's going on in the backfield, but you also have to honor that guy, and I think we're just giving him a little bit too much cushion there. Maybe if we close that distance a little bit, put a little more pressure on him, it will be harder to make that completion. So it's going to be 3rd down and short here for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and even that play, I think, sets up when we start pinching down a little bit closer to set up a deep ball. On 3rd and a couple, you think they're going to go to 17 here. Give up the middle. He is met there at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got any. And now a gamble time on 4th down and a long 1, short 2.
I would assume Batesville will go for it, but we will see what they elect to do.
They got to get this thing over the 30, or inside the 30, I should say, Dave.
Well, it's a momentum play for both teams right here. Batesville, you know, has driven from the 20 down to the 32-yard line near the 31. Got a yard or so to go, less than 2 yards. I mean, obviously it's a go-for situation. We'll see what happens.
Got to watch the football right here as they come to the line quickly.
Quarterback snaking. He has stood up, and there's going to be an extra push, and he's going to get the 1st down. And I thought initially the Hounds had it stowed up. The officials let them play as the pile, I guess, technically was still moving. It looked like it was still.
Kind of looked stalemate from here, but hey, there was no whistle blown, so.
Great effort by Bent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, inside their own 20 now.
New set of downs for the Pioneers.
Hound defense will have to step up as we look to bring pressure. And a little outside play on a stretch, but we do have a flag, usually in the area of holding. Might be an offsides.
Well, we'll see what they elect to do.
Holding against Batesville.
And most of the time, if you don't see 0 in the backfield, it's probably because he's being held. So big break there for the Hounds as that will back them up behind the sticks. It's going to be 1st down and 20 now.
Well, obviously on their first drive that they were able to overcome some of those penalties that they had.
First things first, you got to watch the football here. Make sure we snap it, make sure they snap it, make sure that we are not offsides.
We got a flag here. It has to be on them. False start against Batesville now.
2 big time penalties that go against Batesville that will help the Hounds right there, guys.
We got Ivan Gonzalez checking into that nose guard position.
Yeah, so it'll be 1st and 25 to go to pick up the 1st down.
From the 34. Long count, Hounds don't fall. Here's motion. A delay handoff draw. He was met there by Destin Jackson. Destin does a great job stalemating his guy and then making the tackle. Now 2nd down and 25.
Well, as the guy on the end, he is the edge setter, and he has to come up, and you have to meet the resistance and then shed your blocker and make the tackle. And that's exactly what Jackson did there.
John Miner Crop Insurance brings you the Mr. John Miner Senior Hustle Player of the Game. We'll be announcing that at the conclusion of the contest. We'll be looking for guys that's making some hustle plays out there tonight. The boss.
Here's the snap. Bent's going to roll out to his left. He's got pressure coming. He is hit. This ball's going to be thrown away. That's Hayden Kennedy all in the backfield. Now a third down and real long here for Batesville.
This is what the Greyhound defense wanted to do initially, Hayden, is you keep these guys behind the sticks, make them throw the football, and create as much pressure on that quarterback as you can. And Hayden Kennedy is, I've yet to see anybody stop him, Hayden.
Well, last week, before you got there, I mean, he was just like he was possessed out on the football field. It's just every play, it was just full bore and just tremendous hustle, and the guy will strike you when he gets to where he wants to go.
Now a third down here. We'll see what Batesville elects to do. They're going to take a deep one, and here comes a little reverse play. He's got one man there, and Luke Sampson, he's going to make him miss. But how about Zay Greer right there? A great job of getting back over the top, and it's actually even a loss, and now a fourth down and long.
So 2 plays in a row, Batesville going the wrong direction. As Hayden said, it's 4th and long.
Great recognition by Luke, and then great closing speed by Greer to get there. 4th down and
26 maybe?
27 maybe, 26, 27.
You got to get this thing inside the 10. And they're at the 36. Long count, Hounds don't fall. Double set, a timeout here for Batesville, and probably not a bad timeout. Guys, we've got 1:54 to go in the first, and we're all knotted up here.
NEDC, the Newport Economic Development Commission. You can find links to NEDC, the Newport Area Chamber of Commerce, the City of Newport, and the Jackson County at www.newportarcity.org to find out about jobs, business opportunities. Check us out. The New Placer AI report to assist all of Jackson County businesses with effective marketing and customer service. For more information or a free report, call 870-523-8900. Proud past, bright future, NEDC and the Chamber of Commerce. Guys, what do you dial up on 4th and 25, 27?
Dave, it looks like they're going to go for a 54-yarder.
Yeah, it looks like it.
4th and Sulphur Rocks, what I would call it. We'll see if he can get it to go through the uprights.
It'll be a 54-yarder.
Snap, hold, kick is up. I don't think he's got enough there. And is no good. So the Hound defense does what they needed to do there on a big stop. And for the Hound offense, we've only seen 2 plays, so we'll see what they dial up here.
Well, I think that's obviously a huge win for the Hounds there on that drive, especially with Batesville coming out and driving the football the way they did that first possession. Anytime you can get the football back and not give up any points, Hayden, is a win defensively.
They're backing it to the 20. Was it a free kick?
Well, it's the high school rule. The high school rule says if it goes into the end zone like that on a field goal, it comes back to 20. I never have liked that rule. I like the way the colleges and the pros do it and say, bring it back to where you tried your kick, and it makes less kicks. It calls for less kicks.
Snap, give to Greer. Greer makes the first guy miss. Greer, 35-40. He's across midfield. He's got one guy to beat, and he is going to be wrapped up near the 30-yard line into Pioneer territory. And there you see Greer. The kid is unbelievable.
Trey Greer.
That's a 50-yard run tacked on to an 81-yard run. He has 2 carries for 131.
Pretty impressive.
He's got more than I've had my whole career. Carries and yards, man. But that is a small engine first down and the first one of the night. Go see him. Small engine fake. Luke Reynolds is met in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss back near the 33-yard line. You know, something we talked about last week, Ben, I know you didn't get to see a whole lot, but we had a lot of motion on an option play, and there was a couple times where you could see that it was a touchdown if we do it. We don't have to, so it might be something where you see an option play here soon for the Hounds. as the two-back comes in right now.
You got Braxton and
fake. Reynolds avoiding pressure, comes back, finds Nemo. It is a catch, but maybe a gain of a couple.
Well, it could have been disastrous for the Hounds, but Reynolds just makes a great play on, cuts back towards the hash marks on the far side of the field there. So it's going to be 3rd down and I guess 11, maybe 12. What do the Hounds do here, Hayden?
Obviously 4-down territory. You don't have to get all 11 here. I try to find a play that, gets you 6 or 7, but right now I think you give it to 7.
7 for 6.
Only 6 men in the box for Batesville with our 6 there. I like the numbers. Fake and reverse pass, and Luke Sampson's going to throw it deep, and he's got a man there, and that's going to be pass interference. And credit to that kid from Batesville there. He doesn't do that right there. It's a touchdown.
Oh, absolutely. And, I've talked about this. You and I have talked about this before. I would train my guys to say, guys, if you get beat like that in high school, tackle him. Just tackle the guy because you're not going to – it's not a spot foul in high school, so that's a good play on that kid's part. Very smart move.
Yeah, Luke Sampson, obviously the backup quarterback. And a good play call there. A little underthrown there. But it is, nonetheless, another small engine first down.
At the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill right here in Batesville. A new week means new deals, exclusively available on the DQ app. You can download it today and treat yourself. See you soon at St. Louis Street, Batesville at the DQ Grill and Chill. Probably see you there tonight.
Anthony said it was in his contract when we come to Batesville that we have to stop there.
We love the Dairy Queen. Best Dairy Queen in the world.
And I heard Dave's buying.
Dave will buy tonight. I got the credit card from my dad.
Did you go see the manager? 1st and 10 from the 17.
Manager wasn't in today.
He was
Who
not.
is the manager is all my question, guys.
That's a joke, folks.
We go
Football
under
on the
center. The
ground.
football's on the ground. I think Batesville's got the football.
And they do.
And try to see something a little different there. Going under center, bring a guy in motion. We just don't get the snap. Not necessarily against that, but I don't know the real reason of why when you've had success there with Greer just getting the ball on the edge.
Well, that's going to end the first quarter of action. We'll be right back right after this.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. With 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Newport campus features programs in diesel technology, agriculture technology, surgical technology, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
It's on like Donkey Kong, boys. What'd you say? You need a pickup truck? You want to buy one? Well, hey, come on out here to George Kelp, okay? He's got GMC, he's got Chevrolet. I'll fix you right up. Look, here's what we're gonna do. No, that's too much. No, you're quoting figures that are too high. I'm gonna go lower than that. Open your ears, take the truck, and drive off the lot. Stamp approved, boys. Move out. Hey, Elliot, I just sold one.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Hounds turn it over there in scoring position at the 17-yard line, so the Pioneers will get the football back. Some mistakes and turnovers always play big into each offense and defense for teams during high school football, and that's a huge turnover for Newport. But I'm one of those guys that say I'd rather turn it over there on that end as back down on my own end. We're just ready to go with second quarter action.
1st and 10 for the Pioneers. Here's the snap, toss play. And it has been there for chunks at a time, and the Hounds just start getting over the top there.
And Kennedy makes the tackle.
Batesville moves the chains. Like Kennedy to make the tackle, but you don't like it 10, 12 yards down the field.
Kennedy out, Jessen Russell in the ball game for 0.
As expected, tight football game. Both clubs battling hard.
Here's a snap dive play, and he is met at the line of scrimmage.
Thought we got the football, might have got a hand on the football, but Batesville held on to it.
That's big Jay Grady on the tackle for the Hounds. Give them 1, now 2nd and 9.
I think, Hayden, if we just keep them in those 2nd and 3rd down and long situations, the Hounds will fare well. But you just can't give up those big plays.
On 2nd down, stretch play, cuts it up, a good run here for the Pioneers. They get up to the 45-yard line. Jaden Robinson in on the tackle along with Tavares Hardaway.
Well, the Hounds have no answer.
Pioneers go quickly.
Something I'm seeing here, Dave, is we got 3 guys on this side of the football and only 1 out there. Obviously a linebacker, but that guy's 5 yards deep. And that's where they attack, but it doesn't matter. That's big Jay Grady on a tackle for loss. He just whips his guy, and it's a loss of 3.
Big Jay along with Trey Henderson in there on the tackle. Those are the kind of plays you got to make on defense to have a chance.
Football is a team game for sure, but it's a battle of individual inside on the offensive and defensive lines that win football games, and that's one of those plays that helps you win football games if you can win your individual battle.
Absolutely.
Team concept, but individual battles win games.
Now on 2nd and long. There's the draw again, and he is met, and that's Luke Sampson. No gain on the play. Now 3rd down and 12. Boy, Ethan Moser for the Pioneers, 17, has been a guy for them.
I want to put Jay Grady in the clubhouse on the fat head collision of the week right there. Thanks, Ricky Mope.
Now trips to the top of your screen. They've got numbers on that side. Here's a snap. Bent's going to throw. Looking that way, and he's going to air it out long. And Tavares Hardaway in coverage, and it's going to be incomplete. Now a 4th down and 12, and it looks like Batesville's got to bring on the punt team.
Well, there were 3 Hounds and 1 Pioneer there. And Hardaway thought he might catch one over the shoulder, but we'll see if the punt doesn't do us any better. Hayden, is there any chance that they fake punt here?
I don't think so. Not this early in the game on 4th and 12.
And this guy can boom it.
A.D. Braxton and Tavares Hardaway back deep. We got nobody out there on the edge. So if they wanted to run one, they could have. Sends a boomer. And it's going to roll out of bounds at the 22-yard line for the Hounds.
The Hound defense does their job, forces the punt.
You know, after a couple of scores, you look at the starting field position for each team. Newport started at their own 11, their own 20, their own 22, and Batesville their own 30, 20, and 18. So it's kind of a cat and mouse game at this stage of the football game. We're tied at 7. Hounds had another opportunity in their last chance with the football and turned it over for first turnover of the year. White River Area Agency on Aging with Mr. Ted Hall looking to hire aides and offering great benefits. You can give them a call in Newport at 523-4982. Saw Mr. Hall today.
High snap over Reynolds' head. Greer's going to try to fall on it. I think Batesville might have got on the football. And Batesville has the football inside the Hound 5-yard line. I think they're going to mark it at the 3. There's back-to-back plays where the fumble has come into play. It seems like if the Hounds can get the snap, they can move the football.
Very unfortunate for the Greyhounds there, guys. Batesville obviously has all the momentum here. Being 3 yards away from another score. Can the Hound defense hold them here?
Well, again, critical mistakes from the Hounds.
I think we've got 12.
We do. We got 12 on the field here.
Well, let's see if we can stop them with 12. Yeah, again.
Yeah. Hounds got 12 on the field, and we still hadn't adjusted.
Move it from the 3 down to the 1.5. So officially call it the 2. And the Pioneers obviously knocking on the door here.
Yeah, I think it's going to 17. Here's the snap. Cole Bentz calls his own number. So he dives forward. He's going to be short, but we do have a flag. Sideline warning against the Hounds. Hard to call one when you're on the 2. Our guys are over there at the 25.
I don't know who's looking at the sidelines. I guess they get the referee on the side.
And they go quick. You expect quarterback keeper. And a shove here. And they let them play through it. Touchdown Batesville.
Two turnovers for the Hounds result in one score for the Pioneers. So
swinging gate action here.
Officially a 3-yard drive.
Well, that's not hard to get points to go 3. And it's going to be an offsides. One of the penalties have just killed the Hounds, and seems like we've just shot ourselves in the foot one too many times.
Pioneers decline the penalty. And lead for the second time in the football game.
Hounds jump again.
Well, they decline again, and so, I mean, if you're a defensive guy, you say let's go, let's take our chances. If they're not going to take the penalty, gives them an opportunity to gamble. Talking about the defense.
Snap, hold, kick is up and is no good. So now 13-7.
New coming into the ball game. This was going to be should be a good football game, Hayden, and it has lived up to that so far. But a couple mental mistakes from the Hounds have cost them. But we catch a little break there. But Batesville missing the extra point.
Well, some of the things that you think about coming in, you go, well, we dominated the football game last year early, and then these guys fought back, so you knew there was a lot of fight in these Pioneers, and these guys took on a very, very, very good upper-level Searcy football team last week. And then they dropped down 3 classifications to play the Greyhounds, and let me tell you what, this is a pretty good little Batesville football team here. And the Hounds have a great football team as well, but you've got to eliminate mistakes. I don't care who you play. Hounds have made enough mistakes to last us for 3 or 4 games here. So we'll get that out of our system right here. Let's try to get some good field position. We'll get that offense rolling. First Community Bank kickoff coming right up.
Gonna boot this one deep. Tavares Hardaway is going to field it in the end zone, and the Hounds will set up shop and hope we can do something a little better than the last 2 possessions.
Well, you just got to settle in, and you got to know your assignment. Everybody's got to do this. We talk about it, 4th grade Pee Wee football, Hayden. If all 11 don't do your job, you know, if you got 10 out of 11 doing your job, one guy doesn't, the chances of the play having success are slim to none.
Yeah, we've had the ball, 4 or 5 times and only ran 8 offensive plays maybe?
Not many. 4 possessions.
We're going to throw it out wide here. It's Nemo. Nemo makes the first guy miss. Nemo. So he gets up to the 25. Give him 5 on the play. Good first down play.
Yep, positive yards here. Sampson bringing the play in to Reynolds.
C&M Ag Depot at 2900 Highway 367 North. It's hunting season. If you need some of their hunting gear, go see them. C&M Ag Depot. Give them a call at 523-6766.
Nice snap. The Hounds got to jump on the football back near the 10-yard line.
Hayden, as a former center yourself, what can you say about the snap there?
Well, I mean, Ben, you know, you do it for so long, you take so many repetitions as far as, you know, Boosie Hardaway, a guy that hadn't played center, I don't think, until this year. Obviously didn't do it last year. Don't think he was a guy that did it in junior high. You know, I started that in 4th grade, 5th grade Pee Wee football, so.
Muscle memory was there.
Yeah, I always had, and I had the same quarterback. I had the same cadence. I had Gunnar Bullard from 4th grade to 12th grade. It was the same guy every time. The big key is keeping that butt low. It's now Tracy Smith is going to snap the football, but we do have a flag. Delay a game against the Hounds. Well, I tell you, and not to be critical here, but the Hounds hadn't been sharp at all in this first half.
Well, you got to eliminate those things.
Yeah, you got to get to the 30 right here, Ben, to get a first down. It's 3rd down and long from the 6.
Here's the snap. Reynolds going to throw the quick one to Crott. Crott pushed out of bounds near the 17, but we're going to get an extra one here. And the Hounds will take that for sure.
Could possibly be a targeting call here. We'll see what the officials saw.
And Coach Morrow obviously not happy when we're going to have 4th down and 13 from the 18. Should be an automatic first down here.
That is a big break for the Greyhounds.
A late hit out of bounds. And the Hounds get a big break there.
Yeah, like you, Hayden, going to be 4th down and long in a punting situation. These guys are going to get it inside the 50-yard line, but the Hounds keep possession of the football here. Huge for the Hounds.
You know, something we hadn't seen, Dave. We hadn't seen the Hound offense have to punt yet. That's a small engine first down. And give to Greer. Greer, not a whole lot there. Patient running, no gain. Now 2nd and 10.
Well, both ball clubs know, Hayden, there's a lot on the line here. You can just feel it in the air.
We're going to give him one.
Well, great crowd from Newport that showed up tonight. We'll show them to you later.
2nd and 9. Here's the snap, throws it out wide. That's Day-Day. Day-Day Braxton across midfield into Batesville territory. And that's another small engine first down.
Hounds had an offensive lineman that had his helmet pulled off.
I think Mello will have to step out. 1st and 10 into Batesville territory.
Under 6 to play here in the first half.
There's the snap, give to Greer. Greer fights his way forward, and that's a good old pancake block.
Might have been a little extra there, but not enough to warrant a penalty flag.
But close.
But it was close. You got to be careful in a situation like this, especially in a game of this magnitude, David.
Fat Head Pizza, one word, it's all caps. Great pizza, fresh hot sandwiches, and salad supreme that's second to none.
Now 2nd and 4 from the 43. Snap, give back to Greer. Greer is swallowed up in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of a couple. Now 3rd down and 6. Thought that was a time right there. Luke Reynolds might have had the edge. Like we said, 3rd and 6. You don't have to get it all here.
Hounds on the road this coming week go to Salem for the defending AAA state champion.
We're going to have a timeout here for Coach Reardon.
And we've got time in for Two Chicks Florist and More, gift shop and garden center at 1014 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. You can stop in and see all the fine gifts and all the fall decor. Check us out at Facebook or at twochicksflorist.com or give us a call at 870-523-3514. M&P Insurance Services dedicated to being your one-stop shop for all things insurance. Local agents work with numerous insurance companies to be able to provide you with the best coverage at rates that meet your budget. Let us provide you and your family the affordable auto, home, life, and health insurance. You can give us a call at 523-6771 or come see us at the corner of Front Laurel Street in Newport. Home of Cable 15 TV's own voice of the Greyhounds, Hayden Schultz. Celebrating 10 years on the broadcast team. Thank you, Hayden.
Been a decade, huh?
Been doing it for a decade. This is, I believe, is year 9 with Cable 15.
Well, whatever. We'll give you 1 year at the radio.
We'll take it. On 3rd down, Reynolds looks to throw. Now he's got a lot of room, a first down, and a whole lot more. Great blocking on the perimeter there. That's a hustle play by Luke Sampson, who just locks his guy up and just drives him down the field. We'll put him in the clubhouse as the Hounds march inside to the 25-yard line.
Yep, those are the type of plays and the type of hustle and effort that it takes to win this football game, guys. We've got to just continue to build on that. But great effort there by Sampson on that block. A nice little run by Reynolds, seeing some open space and taking it. Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Hounds.
Pioneers look to bring pressure. Fake the little option underneath, and now Reynolds is going to throw it out wide. We do have a late flag. I believe Nemo Crott came down with the football near the 20.
We'll sort it out.
An eligible lineman downfield. 5-yard penalty.
These penalties just keep compounding, and you just got so much to overcome anyway. We're just making it harder on ourselves. Got to settle in here. 1st and 15. Batesville looks to be bringing everybody.
Fake. Reynolds makes a couple guys miss. Now Luke Reynolds. Shifty move there, but not a whole lot for Luke Reynolds.
It is a positive run. We're still behind the sticks, but he gets a couple of those yards back. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Here's the snap. Give this to Greer. Greer is swallowed up in the backfield. And no gain on the play. Do see another flag thrown in there. Well, it's been pretty flag happy. Holding on the offense.
I don't know how you call that right there with that. First of all, when there's a stalemate, you got to blow the whistle. And we've seen them 2 different times while Batesville had the football, allow the play to continue after the stalemate. I mean, when you've got 15 guys piled up there, how do you call a holding? But anyway, we must have held.
Probably so.
2-back set on 2nd down.
Great call by the Hounds there. Gets Batesville to jump off sides to give us a positive without having to run a play, Hayden.
Those are always beneficial.
Pee Wee football tomorrow at Greyhound Field. Legendary Greyhound Field at
Memorial
Stadium.
10 o'clock start. 5th grade, 4th grade, 3rd and 4th grade play after that, and then the 6th grade will suit it up after that. Then Black's going to unleash that 4th grade offense.
Here's the snap. Reynolds got plenty of time. One-on-one, throws it to his guy, thinks he's better, and he is. Nemo Kright with a 33-yard touchdown catch. The Hounds started at their own 20-yard line, got back to inside their own 10, get a couple of breaks, and we marched down the field, and the Hounds now got a chance to take their first lead.
Well, it'll be the first lead of the ball game, but what a play like that does, Hayden, obviously the scores is you got to have the points, but you're going to soften up that front so much right there, knowing that you can throw the football and score, which will open up a lot in the running game, we hope.
Braxton to snap, Sampson to hold, Jackson to kick, is up, and is no good.
So we're all knotted up at 13 here. What a ball game it has been thus far, guys. Got 2:46 to play here in the first half. Tied at 13.
And a reminder about Norman and Baker Pharmacy at 2200 Malcolm Avenue. Mary Davis and crew filling all your prescription needs. Convenient drive-through window. Get true quality service from friendly, caring professionals at 523-9472. Norman Baker Pharmacy supporting the Newport Greyhounds. And El Puente Mexican Restaurant. We're in there last night, in there 6 or 7 times a week, including lunch and supper time. Got to visit with the boss man, Manuel Fuentes. What a great story about that man. Coming to America many, many years ago and set him up a little store downtown Newport. Grew a little bit. Congratulations to Manuel on what he's done and what he does to give back to the community. And it's the best Mexican food in the world. That always helps. So here we go.
Never had a bad meal in there.
First Community Bank kickoff coming right up.
Hounds kick it deep, going to be fielded near the 11, through his hands, now picked up near the 15. And he is met at the 25-yard line. Looked like a little late. Nothing called. No harm, no foul. First and 10 for the Pioneers near the 25.
2:41 to go here in the half.
Yeah, I think the Hounds, I mean, you're just trying to make sure those guys don't go 75 here. You do get the ball to start the second half. Obviously, you know, it wasn't the cleanest first half that the Hounds have ever had. It's something at halftime that's got to be addressed, but, you know, to go out on a positive here, you don't let these guys take a lead.
Well, you'd like not to for sure, Hayden. But I think Batesville will take their time.
And there's the give, inside handoff, nothing there. No gain on the play.
I think the official did a great job there of stopping that play. And when it was stalemated at the line of scrimmage, they had not been doing that, as y'all mentioned earlier.
Yeah, both teams only have a timeout apiece, so it's not something that you're going to be able to use all your timeouts. And I think after that play, I don't think Batesville elects to throw the football. I think they're going to run this thing down as much as they can. Fake, quarterback rolling out to his left, was looking for the check down. It wasn't there this time. Jay Grady there to bring him down near the 28, and Coach Reardon wants to use his third and final timeout on a 3rd down and now 7.
Ben's real shifty and just a great fake and coming out to his left, and you talking about not having the check down there. They've had it there all night long, but it was just covered up by the Newport defense that time. So
yeah, Batesville doesn't even get the first down here. They can run this thing down to near a minute after the play and the punt and things like that. So expect a long count on 3rd and 7. And I think if a pass play does come, you're going to see some type of motion with a back out, something like that. I don't think this is a team that wants to throw the football, you know, 50, 60 yards at a time. If it's going to be something, it's going to be out in the flats. You might even see a reverse right here.
Yeah, you just got to stay at home, play your base defense, and don't give up the big one, Hayden.
well, here we go.
On 3rd and 7 from the 28.
Why did the official blow his whistle?
No idea.
He wants to be in charge.
Here comes motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolling out to his right, under pressure. Here's the throwback, and it is incomplete, but we do have a flag.
Well, I can tell you this, Batesville had that set up perfectly and just right through 17's hands. You couldn't have called a better play because they would have had first down yardage plus some. Let's see what the penalty is.
Yeah, absolutely, decline it. Now a 4th down and 7. Obviously, Batesville's got to punt the football here, and that was the best case scenario with the clock stopping at 1:47. The Hounds going to have a chance. No timeouts. This is a team that can go score very quickly.
First downs and stop the clock. Out of bounds plays will stop the clock. Hounds have got to field the punt here.
And Tavares Hardaway back deep. Good snap. A high kick and a fair catch called here for Hardaway at the 31-yard line. So the Hounds got to go 69 here to take a lead.
Great job by Hardaway there, just catching and keeping possession of the football. Hounds have 1:39 to take the lead for the first time in the football game.
You know, he's a sophomore too, and he's just a quality athlete, a great basketball player, runs track, a heck of a football player. Guy contributes a lot to the sports program for the Newport Greyhounds. Got a couple more years to see him.
Now a 4-receiver set. Grant, Russell, And Sampson at the bottom. That's where Reynolds looks to throw. Now thrown out to the flat to Greer. Greer puts his foot in the ground, makes the first guy miss, and now Greer smartly runs out of bounds. It's another small inch and first down at the 45-yard line. 129 as you see on your screen here.
Love the juke move by Greer there.
You know, we talk about C.J. Young and how he had that one-step cut guy. Greer's got that one step, and then he's got another step that can make you go lost real quickly.
Hard to defend a guy like that, Hayden Schultz.
And a two-back set. Long count, and Batesville jumps.
Both offensive coordinators doing a great job on timing and saying, look, this is probably the time where they're coming, so let's go long count and see if we can get 5 cheap ones. Hounds have never led here in the first half. Trailed 7-0, and we tied it up 7-7, trailed 13-7, and tied it up 13-13. Obviously, we both kicked extra points on the first touchdown and missed on the second.
Now trips to the top of your screen. Here's the snap. Give is to Greer. Greer, good move, and that's enough to move the chains. He's going to be inside the 40. They'll mark it officially the 37. Hounds going quick here. Clock stops momentarily to get the chain set. Like the call there, a 6-man box, and you've got 6 guys, and you like to take your chance with Greer. Snap, fake, Reynolds throws it out wide here to Sampson. Sampson with a first down as he's inside the 30.
Hounds knocking on the door here.
Great block by Day-Day out there.
They're going to mark it the 28. They're going to say he's just shy with 1:05 to go. Here's the snap. Reynolds looking to throw under pressure. Now Reynolds got a man wide open, and it's Luke Sampson. He's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown Greyhounds. And the Hounds take the first lead of the game here.
Big time play there for the Newport Greyhounds. Sampson was wide open. Just a breakdown on defense for the Pioneers, and the Hounds capitalize here.
Yeah, and that's another Bratcher Real Estate covering 61 yards there, Ben.
Absolutely, Hayden. If you need to check out some real estate, go to BratcherRealEstate.com. You can see Mary Reed, Principal Broker, Lauren Sampson, Mr. Joe Dupree, or Miss Caroline Young at 732 Malcolm, the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport.
Well, just what a job of Reardon running left. And
a 27-yard touchdown pass there for Reynolds.
Reynolds
to Sampson.
Yeah, Luke. You know, sometimes you just get that in your mind and you can't get rid of it. You know what I mean?
Luke Reardon hadn't taken a snap in a few years.
No, but he made some great plays when he played.
Absolutely.
I mean, when you had 5 Reardon guys play, I mean, this is only the 3rd Reynolds that I remember playing. There's 5 of those Reardon guys. But Luke made a great play because it looked like he was going to run, and Luke found Luke running down the sidelines, and Luke threw it to Luke for a touchdown.
Well, one thing that helped tremendously was both Batesville defenders that were in pursuit kind of got tangled up together, and so they essentially took the other out of the play and gave him enough time to find Luke Sampson for the touch.
Hound's going to go for 2 here. Batesville uses their 3rd and final timeout.
Two-point lead obviously gets us to 8 instead of 6. Let's Josh dial up here.
Yeah, Greer in the backfield. Hounds moved early.
Golly gee.
Oh.
Some mistakes are physical in the game. Some plays are hustle penalties. Some plays are mental.
Well, and the mental part comes in with being so physical. You're tired. You're you've been going hard every play, and you know what to do, but sometimes it's hard to, with that muscle memory, to get yourself to do your job.
Hand's got to go here.
I like it.
We didn't get it off, and the play clock expires. I think Batesville only had 10 guys out there.
They just ran one in. I liked our chances better with only 10 on the field. But as long as we keep going backwards, our chances grow slimmer.
They've got 12 on the field.
Here's the snap. Reynolds on a slant route, 2-point conversion to Nemo is good. And the Hounds now 21, Pioneers 13.
Yeah, they do have 12. You count them running off.
12.
Yeah. Still didn't matter.
Despite the 12 defenders, Hounds go up 21-13 over the Pioneers with 57 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, it has definitely been a sloppy one, but I'll take it. I'm glad to where we are. And going to have to go in, like you said, Hayden, at halftime, just make some adjustments, talk to you guys. Say, guys, look, we just got to settle in here. This is what we're trying to do. Reiterate our game plan. And
well, I think there's a little chewing going to come because I don't think that we played as clean as we should have. I mean, I'll be completely honest with you, Ben. I mean,
anytime you're playing a school that's bigger than you in a non-conference game and a big rivalry.
Absolutely, I get it. A lot of juice is flowing here, but those good football teams, which is fine. I'm okay with making mistakes early in the year, but you just don't want to make too many because, as David said, we've made enough to last us for a few, and hopefully that's the case. Dave, we don't make another one for the next 9 weeks.
Yeah, we just need to be better. We just need to be better, and we will be. Young men playing a football game, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids.
And a squib kick. And bounced around and finally picked up inside the 20.
Holding.
And a holding there, as Dave called out. Looks like Luke Sampson in on the tackle, along with Day Braxton. But a holding back here near the 23.
I really thought it was a good tackle. I really thought that one was a good tackle. The problem is the receiving team cannot tackle the kicking team.
Yeah, I think Batesville, especially being deep in their own territory, I think you take a knee here. It's going to be back near the 15.
Well, what they don't want to happen is lose possession of the football before the half is over.
Absolutely.
Give it back to the Hounds.
Yeah, I don't think you run an offensive play here. I think you take a knee.
I'm with you, Hayden. I don't think we'll see anything here.
Well, I'd be telling our defense to make sure 17 doesn't go 86.
Hardaway back deep here at the safety. Last man to beat. Batesville gets to the line of scrimmage with 7 seconds on the play clock. Now down to 5.
Toss play, give us the 17. Jaden Robinson plays it well there.
Good job, Jaden. Nice play there.
Batesville's up to the 20. They're going to go quick here. No timeouts. Now you got to expect some trickery to come.
Don't get beat deep.
Here's a snap. Bentz going to air this one out long. He's got a man. He's got one man to beat. Zay Greer's luckily there to bring him down at the 33-yard line. Clock will not start until the chains get set. It's right at 20 seconds right now. Here comes a flag, and it's probably going to be a sideline warning, and it's going to benefit Batesville right here of getting the sideline warning to stop and give you a breath right here.
Referee's grinning a little bit here.
Now, when this thing sets on the sideline warning, you can run this thing.
They got to start the clock. Clock has not started yet. Clock has yet to start.
It will start.
Clock still has
Here
not started.
we go.
Now we start the clock.
And a spike. Now 17 seconds. Yeah, that was. Don't know if that's what Coach Morrow was doing there, but it's not necessarily a bad play there. Gets you first sideline warning. It's no penalty. It's a way to stop the clock. Not saying he was doing it intentionally, but if he was
Pretty smart.
He was thinking outside the box there. You got to find a way.
What a great throw from Bench just a while ago. You know, just a great reception right near double coverage, and kid went up and made a play.
Yes.
And put it on the money.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 now. From the 37. Fake, quarterback running away, and he's just going to throw this one away. And now 3rd down and 10 with 10 seconds to go. I think you take a couple shots if you've got the time. You got to go to the end zone. And they're going to bring on the kicker.
Try to get them 3 here. Very smart.
We'll kick a 50-yarder.
Missed from 54 earlier, but capable.
And going for a 50-yarder here, Dave.
I'll take a block.
Gets the snap down, kick is up. Doesn't look like it has the leg.
Kick is no good.
And how about that defense there with 6 seconds here? Now I think the Hounds need the football. You don't give them any chance. The way this game has been going, you don't give them a chance to get the football. You take a knee.
Agree 100%. You get your butt to the locker room. You work out your second half adjustments. You come back out and try to clean up this second half. But Hounds lead here 21-13 over the Pioneers with just 6 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's the snap to give is to Greer. Greer just going to fall down here, and that is going to conclude the first half where the Hounds lead here 21-13 over the Pioneers. We'll have the halftime recap coming right up.
At Merchants and Planners Bank, we're more than just your bank. We're part of your community. For over 78 years, we've been helping families grow, businesses thrive, and dreams come true right here in Jackson County. We proudly support local businesses and give back to the community that we love. And we're always there to cheer on the Greyhounds, both on and off the field. Personalized service, local expertise, and people dedicated to making their community happy. That is the Merchants and Planners Bank difference. Merchants and Planners Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Halftime report brought to you by Merchants and Planners Bank, downtown Newport, also in Batesville. And, of course, what a ball game we just had here in the first half. And the Hounds take a 21-13 lead into the half. And the Pioneers are playing the Greyhounds off their feet. We thought they would, and we've seen a great football game as far as back and forth. It's just been a lot of mistake-filled Newport Greyhound playing that's not normal for this Greyhound football team, and we'll see if we can get that straightened out at the halftime. But it was 7-0 Pioneers, 7-7 tied. We played as 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. Then Batesville takes the lead 13-7. We tied up 13-13, missed 2 extra points. They missed 1, we missed 1. Then the Hounds go up 19-13 on a 28 yards Reynolds to Sampson pass, just on a great play call where Luke to Luke were both wide open. I thought Luke could have run it in. I thought Luke could throw it to Luke Sampson for a touchdown, and he did. Nemo Kratt gets the 2-point conversion, which after a couple of penalties, which gave Newport the 8-point lead, 21-13. That's where we are here at half. The Hounds over the Pioneers. Second half action is coming up next.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides and have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo. From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Agent Mark Manning about Shelter's auto insurance discounts.
White River Health has a number of locations to meet both your primary care and specialty care needs, including White River Health Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care in Newport. For more information on services available, visit whiteriverhealth.org. White River Health is a proud supporter of Newport Greyhound Athletics.
It's on like Donkey Kong, boys. What'd you say? You need a pickup truck? You want to buy one? Well, hey, come on out here to George Kelly, okay? He's got GMC, he's got Chevrolet. I'll fix you right up. Look, here's what we're gonna do. No, that's too much. No, you're quoting figures that are too high. I'm gonna go lower than that. Open your ears, take the truck, and drive off the lot. Stamp approved, boys. Move out. Hey, Elliot, I just sold one.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Customized Vision Care in Newport, Arkansas. Dr. Gavin McDowell, good to see you as well. Always, my friend. I enjoy coming to learn everything about eye care, vision care.
Eye vision.
Eye vision care. You learn everything about eye vision care here at Customized Vision Care. How's that for an intro?
That's fantastic.
What's up, brother?
It's not much. Just living the dream.
Living the dream.
Yes,
You've been
sir.
living the dream for how many years now? Yes, it's a good question. Yeah.
Would you believe 30?
Really?
Well, yeah.
You started when you were
The
8?
first, no, the
How'd
first.
you get a license
The first
when you were 8?
22, I wasn't really living the dream then.
Okay. It was trying to get out of the nightmare to get to the
Yes,
dream. I get it. Hey, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Some new machinery and that's coming in that we think will be a big, big hit right here at Customized Vision Care. But first of all, my first question I want to ask, and you train, you go through many years of school to get to where you have to start this business. And then you have to have some training along the way. And you mentioned that you went to a convention. Kind of talk about the training that you have to do in a year's time or after you get your, quote, I'm the doctor, I can go in there and I can treat eye visions.
Yes.
Tell us about the extra training that you get.
Okay, so in the state of Arkansas, we're required to have every year 20 hours of continuing education. Now, that's on paper, documented. This is how much extra training I went through. And realistically, like this, we were talking earlier, this last weekend, I just went to Little Rock. We had our state convention, and the state convention allows the opportunity to get a lot of your CE done in one weekend, which is fantastic. It's convenient, but it does not imply, like I've got, I got to do, again,
math.
I'm doing Corning math in my head.
There you go.
I got 15 hours done this weekend of the 20 I need. I'd done 4 prior in some other coursework, and then I got one more hour of CE I have to complete to satisfy the state board. But I'm constantly, that does not account for all the reading I do and looking all the other things, because you got to stay on top of everything, especially the biggest bane of my existence, I'll say that, the biggest blessing of my life is I did not go into pharmacy. They're coming out with something new every day with some convoluted name that you can't even pronounce until they got some weird jingle on a commercial to make sense of it. And everything out there has some side effect to do with the eyeball in some way, shape, or form. So it's like, I'm that close to being a pharmacist.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm like a bartender. I'm an unlicensed pharmacist with limited inventory.
Well, when you talk about training, and there's a lot of training that goes on, especially when you're upgrading in equipment. The technology has changed so much over the course of the year.
Oh, wow.
And we visited just a few months ago about a new machine that we have here, and we have, I guess, an upgraded version of that. We have some equipment that just arrived 5 minutes ago. And we said, hey, what's that? And you started telling me about this new machine and what it does. Tell us what's coming to Customized Vision Care.
Okay, so to kind of backtrack on the most recent piece of equipment we've implemented into the practice is what's called an IPL, or intense pulse light device, and it's designed to. Its main purpose for us was to help treat dry eye, and the thing about dry eye, it affects far more people than that. It affects people that they don't even aware that it affects them, and they kind of account it. Oh, that's probably allergies, or I probably stare at my computer too long, or my eyes are tired from reading all day. I can't tell you the number of times I will track that back to a dry eye issue.
Right.
Because, and one of these days, we could spend one of our entire sessions talking about dry eye and its factors. But anyway, this device come in to help treat that specifically, and we've had really good success with it. But there's other levels of treatment to helping to, I like to reset a dry eye. We can actually reverse some of the course of what's causing this eye to be the way it is, and it takes more than just IPL. One example is something called radio frequency, and I like to describe it to patients, it's almost like a miniature focused microwave. It is going to put radio waves into the skin.
Okay.
It actually heats up the glands, because the glands that aren't functioning anymore are usually pumping out this viscous, fatty secretion, and it'll congeal and get clogged up in there. So we're helping loosen that up. In doing so, it actually has a vibration mode as well. Will help break up that trapped secretion, and man, we can get those glands flowing really, really well, and make the eyes much more comfortable, and crazy enough, make your vision a whole lot better too. There's a difference between seeing really good with your glasses or contacts and seeing really good with a well lubricated, healthy tear film covered eye. But anyway, we got that, and then some added bonuses. This new device comes with a different type of what's called a micro radio frequency device, and it is designed to tighten skin.
Okay.
So think of it like this. It can do, well, best I can describe it, almost like a non-surgical lid lift.
Okay.
We can do a non-filler lip plumping. We can do lines and wrinkles and stuff like it. Basically, most everything that Botox can do,
okay,
we can do with that device. That you don't have to have the poke, you don't have to have the toxin, stuff like that. And I'm not saying anything against the Botox.
No, well, right,
but,
absolutely.
You know, if you're looking for an alternative, we've got it.
Just rolled in.
Just rolled in.
I talked about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Guy pulls in the truck and says, I got 2 big crates out here. Where do they go?
Yes. So, but I know, again, it's a device. My passion is to get it in here and help our community with dry eyes.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, if I can help you in different ways while I got you here, I'll knock it out.
What kind of training is involved for the staff and you?
Yeah, we got some extensive training. Actually, our training is scheduled for May 9th. It's a full day event for everybody. Everybody's already certified on IPL.
Right.
So it's really, and the other devices are fairly easy to and very intuitive. So it's going to be I think the staff is going to be excited. It's going to be a little bit of training that morning. It's going to be like a spa day the rest of the day.
There you go.
For us, just working on each other. So I'm excited about this.
Well, it's something that's new. It's something that we can offer here at Customized Vision Care. We're excited about that. We think it's something that we can bring to Newport, Northeast Arkansas, and around a lot of counties right here. Up in Corning, if the good folks up in Corning would like to come down and visit their best student ever
there you
at
go.
Corning High School.
Yeah, I was salutatorian, so I wasn't the best.
Oh, you were close then.
I was that close.
Yeah.
A girl by the name of Amber Harley beat me out. Just by a
Did
little
she
bit.
really?
Yeah.
Did you make a B somewhere along the way? Or
No, I didn't. She just made higher A's.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
not bitter. I mean, I'm not bitter at all.
Yeah, no, you're not.
No.
There's nothing wrong with this second.
Second place is first loser.
Hey, great stuff going on in Newport, Arkansas. And come ask about this. State of the art would be an understatement to talk about what we have coming.
I'm the first one that has this type of device in anywhere, south of Iowa.
Wow.
To my knowledge, yeah.
Wow. All right here in Newport, Arkansas. Customized Vision Care. He's Dr. Gavin McDell. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's on like Donkey Kong, boys. What'd you say? You need a pickup truck? You want to buy one? Well, hey, come on down here to George Kelly, okay? He's got GMC, he's got Chevrolet. I'll fix you right up. Look, here's what we're gonna do. No, that's too much. No, you're quoting figures that are too high. I'm gonna go lower that. Open your ears, take the truck, and drive off the lot. Stamp to prove, boys. Move out. Hey, Elliot, I just sold one.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Well, welcome back to Batesville, and the Hounds still lead it after the halftime break, 21-13. We recapped it all to you, and it was 7-0 Batesville, 7-7, 13-7 Batesville, 13-13. We scored, then went for the two-point conversion, made it 21-13 with 57 seconds to go. Batesville with a long pass and had a possible scoring opportunity and weren't able to convert. I want to remind everybody the game is brought to you by Unity Health in Newport, your local community health care provider with inpatient and outpatient care. We believe in the power of people. Unity Health says Newport, go Greyhounds. Delta Trailer Manufacturing, located at the Newport Air Base. The Eves family, almost 55 years in the business and putting trailers, horse trailers, all kinds of trailers, everywhere across the world. They're everywhere you go. Delta Trailers. If you see a trailer, more than likely it came from Newport, Arkansas. The city of Newport, Mayor Derek Ratliff, we saw him fly in earlier. Staff encourage you to take all the advantages we have to offer in Newport, Arkansas. It's a great place to live, great school, great, friendly people in the town. And let me tell you what, there's no better place to live or go to school than right there in Newport. We appreciate what the mayor does for it. Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care and his staff are now offering low-level light therapy. You may have seen the video on it, and an intense pulse light and radio frequency system for facial and skin rejuvenation and dry eye treatment. This is in addition to all the latest in technologies. For more information, you can check us out on Facebook at Customized Vision Care or call 870-523-3333. Sonic Drive-In Newport. This is how the Greyhound Sonic. Download the Sonic app. Get all the exclusive perks and offers, including half-price drinks and slushies at any time. Stop by Sonic of Newport today. And the Woodbriar Nursing Home at 204 Catherine Street in Harrisburg for short-term or long-term care. If you're looking for a great place where the decision makers are the owners and they're readily available, it's at Woodbriar Nursing Home in Harrisburg. Their phone number is 870-578-2483. We are Sampson family owned. Don't forget about Tree Wine Sensation and all the food that they have at the food truck. Troy and Sequoia Scott, former Greyhounds, open on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Ask about the Big Troll Burger and all the fixing. Check us out. The daily options at Facebook at Tree Wine Sensations. We're just about ready to go for the second half action. And up next, Hayden Schultz, Ben Black with the play-by-play.
Got another First Community Bank of Newport kickoff where community comes first. Go see Billy Keaty and all the crew at 2525 Malcolm Avenue.
Onside kick and a good one, but Samaj Morgan, great hands there, great awareness. Fielded at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, great hands, but more importantly, just great smarts to get down with the football and not make any mistake there or allow the football to be stripped. So the Hounds will take over at about the 44-yard line.
Gamble or no gamble?
I think that's probably the right call there. I mean, not opposed to that to start off. I think Mike could have done something a little more selective, as here's the snap, and we give to Greer, and Greer is swallowed up in the backfield. Loss of 4.
Hound just gave up some penetration there up front, and Batesville was all over it.
Greer broke down behind the line of scrimmage by number 71.
Yeah, it looks like they've changed their look up front here.
And they look like they've got a guy shaded on both sides of the center.
Second and 13. Reynolds throws it out in the flat. I think it's going to be incomplete now, a third down, and not what you want to see if you're a Hound offense to come start the second half.
Hi, Dr. Larry Bennett. How are you, sir?
Batesville fired up here to start the second half. Hounds looking a little flat, but it only takes one to get things going.
Especially after the onside kick, which I thought was a huge gamble, and the Hounds need to take advantage of that here with great field position. Obviously the best field position in the night.
Smodge and Jessen down low. Day-Day at the top of the screen.
On draw double coverage. Luke going to throw this one up to Sampson. It's going to be incomplete now, fourth down. The Hounds have to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, Batesville just bringing tremendous pressure there. Reynolds couldn't set his feet and get it to go there. Just had to get rid of the football. So 4th and long, and it will be a punting situation for the Hounds. So Batesville does what they want to do to start this second half. 11-10 to go.
It'll be the starting offense on the punt team. I mean, Luke Reynolds, we saw last year, kind of a rugby-style punt. We don't, and now we do, and Luke boots this one away, and it's going to take a generous roll inside the 20 and keep on rolling inside the 15 to the 14. So the Hounds, a great job there flipping the field. Obviously not what you want on the offensive drive, but yet the Batesville Pioneers have to go a long way to get 6.
Trying to come around. Let me
come behind you there.
In the way.
We'll see what Batesville can draw up here on their first offense series to start the second half. At the 14-yard line. Here's the snap and a dive play. Not a whole lot there.
Played pretty well by the Hound defensive front here. Going to give up a couple, but Batesville looks to go quickly again. No, they'll get huddled up there. 17, he's been the guy for Batesville. They need a big run. He's the go-to man.
Yeah, 74 is on the tackle, but we don't have that number on the roster.
Well, they had 2 roster changes this week, and we didn't get that one.
Now on 2nd and 8. Here's the snap, throws it out quick, and it's batted at the line there by Jackson, and incomplete. Now a 3rd down and 8.
Great awareness by Destin Jackson just to get a hand on that ball. So it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Pioneers deep in their own territory.
You got Ivan Gonzalez checking into the game.
Cole Bentz will get the play and take it to the huddle. Pioneers break out and hustle to that line. Plenty of time on the play clock. 10:19 on the game clock.
Gotta watch the football here. Here's the snap. Bentz rolling out. It's the toss back play and got him open. One man to beat. Luke Sampson. An open field tackle there at the 20-yard line. And now Batesville is going to have to bring on the punt team as it's a 4th down and 4.
We'll look back and talk about this play at the end of this game, Hayden. That was a big-time solo tackle by Sampson to prevent breaking along because I don't know that there was any help behind him.
I don't expect a fake here, but
Hounds need to call timeout. They may have too many on the field. They got to call timeout.
We're going to get a penalty here. We didn't get a timeout called.
Well, we put 5 new players in. And the Hounds do get a timeout, which saved us.
Not really how you want to burn your first one, but dadgum, glad we got it burnt.
We'll remind everybody that our Greyhound boosters include Dr. Kelly McKinney and friendly staff, very knowledgeable, great for young ones. If you're looking for a dentist, we recommend Dr. Kelly McKinney. Right there in Newport, our phone number is 523-6574. Make everyone feel at ease while getting top-notch care. You'll enjoy going to the dentist at Dr. McKinney's. Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, auto, home, life, business, renters. We're your shelter located at 1400 Malcolm Avenue, 523-6514. And at Howard's Glass Company, Rick Bias back in business, Highway 367 North. All types of glass, plexiglass, windows, mirrors, storefronts, shower doors, picture frames. We do replacement or repairs. Carrying on the great Howard's Glass tradition. Fast and friendly and affordable service at Howard's Glass Company.
Good snap. Going to boot this one away. A low end over end punt. Now Day-Day tries to squeak through and does. Day-Day Braxton on his feet. Day-Day Braxton across the 45, now midfield. Day-Day Braxton with 1 man to beat. Day-Day is going to go to the house, and the Hounds get 6 here by Day-Day Braxton and a punt return.
Don't think I see any penalty flags on the field there.
Picked it up at the 35.
About the 35, yep, I would say. What a job of blocking there, too. You know, Day-Day makes 3 guys miss, and then he finds some blocking on the outside, and the Hounds just get out in front of Day-Day and lead the way for 6. Covered some real estate there. Brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate Company. You can go see Mary Reed, Principal Broker, Lauren Sampson, Mr. Joe Dupree, or Miss Carol Ann Young at 732 Malcolm at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport. Stop by to acquire your real estate today or call 523-5100.
Sometimes your punter can be so good that he outpunts the coverage. And Day-Day Braxton went one way and just came back to the other. and found the lineup of Newport players to block for him.
Here's the snap. Luke Reynolds on the 2-point conversion, but we do have a flag here. He didn't get it, and we'll see what this flag could be. Legal formation.
So Hounds lead here 27-13 with 9:18 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, up 14. Not a bad chance there to go for two, to extend it to 16. I'm not necessarily mad at that.
Well, you do like where special teams come into play. The offense has not been on the field.
Well, here's the time I'm not so sure the Hounds don't kick an onside kick.
We'll see what happens right here. It's good when special teams can score for you. Want to remind everybody, Lou Allen Family and Company for accounting services, tax preparation and planning, management consulting services, and payroll, representing 3 generations of Greyhounds, located at 407 Walnut Street. My good friends, the Lou Allen family. Doyle Family Farms, saluting the Newport Greyhounds, and well, they've been involved in our program for many, many years, and we thank them for their continued support right here on Cable 15 TV. Thank you from the Doyle Family Farms.
Another First Community Bank kickoff, kicked inside the 10, and it's still on the ground. Batesville just now picking it up. Greer is there, but here comes a big lick. We'll see who that was.
And another flag.
Jaden Arnold.
Looked like Jamil Thomas, but I could not tell.
13.
Is it 13? Okay. That will be Jaden Arnold.
That guy has been a monster on special teams. So they announced what the flag was. I know this young man's down. It might be a time that we can go to a break. Anthony?
Well, we'll just keep looking at the officials right here and see what they come up with here. We're good for right now. But the concern is the young man on the field. And we will take a break. Well, and the penalty was against the Pioneers, and it'll back it up to inside the 10-yard line, about the 6 or 7. We'll let Hayden officially spot it for us.
Dave, there's a bunch of kids watching this with you saying 6-7, laughing. Dave doesn't get it. Officially the 6. Pioneers got to go 94. Here's the snap. Throw the quick hitch out. Got a man there. And Samaj Morgan just going to shove him out of bounds near the 18-yard line.
So it will be enough. No? Yes, it will be enough to move the sticks there. So first down, Pioneers.
Fletcher Land Surveying. Surveying Arkansas, experienced professionals, competitive rates. Mark your property lines. They're locally owned and operated by former Greyhound Kenny Fletcher, located at 223rd Street, Newport. Give him a call at 870-523-5625.
Now 1st and 10 from the 18. Snap, stretch play, and it is swallowed up in the backfield. That's big Destin Jackson.
Just played well there from a defensive end standpoint, Hayden.
Lost back to the 14 now.
Destin Jackson does a little bit of everything.
Loss of 4, now 2nd down and 14.
That kid's 250 pounds, and he moves like he weighs 180. Big, strong kid. He kicks and plays a little defense. Sometimes if we need him on offense, he's available. Big loss on the play.
Here's the snap. I'm going to throw the hitch route again. We're going to say incomplete. Now 3rd down and 14. Hams looked a little tighter on the coverage there on that hitch route. Got a few subs coming in. Lucas Looper, Jessen Russell.
I love the white jerseys and I love the white pants.
The big reason is because he can see it.
No, I can't see it. I just think it looks pretty.
On 3rd down, Bentz immediately under pressure and's got to try to escape the pocket. Under duress and throws a strike. We'll wait for the signal, and they're going to say that he did catch this football. And what a toss and catch there for the Pioneers to move the chains.
It gives those guys new life. I thought we had it covered pretty well. Kid just made a great throw.
Yeah, defensive ends both there kind of crashing a little tight, and Bentz is able to escape. And enough to move the chains, and the quick hitter again is incomplete.
Bentz threw that behind his intended receiver. He's a little disgusted with his play and got to visit with his mom and dad before the football game. It's so good to see them. And Cole's a senior now. And if this Pioneer football team has chances of winning, that guy's got to play at an elite level. He's done so tonight.
And a toss play. Jaden Robinson. What a play there by the cornerback. He just sets up, waits for the move, dives at the ankles, and a great tackle, man.
Well, it's just so hard to do. It may look easy on your screen, folks, but I assure you that is not an easy play to make right there. You've got to break down. You've got to keep your eyes focused on the center of his body, and then you've got to make the tackle and execute the stop, and that's exactly what Jaden Robinson did. Long line of tacklers he comes from.
Indeed.
3rd and 14 now. From the 33, and a little jet sweep, and it's not going to be able to break that tackle.
Donnell Williams
Big
on
Donnell.
the stop, wearing that number 16 that I like to see every Friday night.
Now 4th and 10. Batesville looks to bring on the punt team.
Stayed at home, read it well, knew his assignment, did his assignment. Hound defense knows what they have to do. Salem was up 40-something to nothing at halftime over Prescott. Hounds will be on the road this coming week.
Good snap and a booming spiral. And the Hounds are going to let hit. They're going to jump on it at the 33-yard line, and that's where the Hounds will set up shop.
Well, Hound defense does it again, Hayden.
Yeah, I mean, and I think in the first half, Ben, I thought that they did a good job. Other than the first drive that they go down there and get 7, those guys held them, and then they get the ball inside their own 2. I mean, obviously, they're going to, get some type of points there. So the Hound defense, I thought, has done a great job.
Yeah. Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware. We're more than just a building center. Paint, carpet to go along with your everyday needs. From all types of building projects, from minor repairs to major renovations, think Ace is the place.
Sampson, Russell, and Crike trips at the bottom. Braxton at the top.
Rolls it out wide here to Crike. Crike across the 40, 45, and he's going to have enough for a small engine first down.
Just a well-executed play. Crike to the, a little quick hitch and get outside. I like the play call, I like the execution. Reynolds brings the play in from the sideline here.
I know you folks have heard me talk about the pest detective, Drew Hahn, following in his daddy's footsteps. If you're using one of those name brand companies, you're paying oodles and goodles of money too much.
Way too much.
Yes, for what these guys can provide for you. Ask Sam Nicholson.
Give to Greer, and it's going to come back on a holding. Greer just lowers his shoulder. He had the first down, but it's going to come back.
You know, you get in those games sometimes when you just see a lot of flags, and there's been a lot of flags in the contest.
And sometimes those flags are warranted, and sometimes you go, well, maybe not so much, but if you don't hold, they don't call it.
That is correct.
But if you're not holding, you're not really blocking, so I don't know where the fine line is.
Well, I've always said this, and I think you have to judge this, and I think most great official crews do, is that if it really doesn't affect the play and it's on the backside of the play, you know,
probably let that one slide.
Let it go.
Well,
not saying that's what happened here. I'm just saying if that does happen.
Right.
From the 37, 1st and 20. Going out wide to Day-Day. Good block there by Jessen. He's going to get a couple.
Blocked his man to the turf, and his guy got up and made the tackle. So Jessen does his job, but just played well there by the Pioneers. Going to be 2nd down and long for the Hounds. Looks like maybe 16.
You need to get your termites or your pest under control. Call Drew Hahn at 501-730-1699 or call me and I'll give you the information to get in touch with them. They do have a Facebook page. Let me tell you what, if you don't use these guys, you're paying too much and the service is not nearly as good.
2nd and 16, a little fake and a reverse to Luke Sampson as he gets across midfield into Pioneer territory.
Tough running, tough kid.
Running, and I love the way he just took the football and got downfield. Got upfield. But he ended up downfield at the 49.
I like that. When you're going through the 50, you're going up. When you get past the 50, you're going down.
3rd and 6 now. Long count. Pioneers don't fall. Chris Reynolds signals it in to his little brother, Luke Reynolds. Here's the snap. Reynolds, I think, was throwing the double move there to Nemo, and they got a little mixed up. Now 4th down. I think the Hounds go. I don't think you punt here. The way your defense has played all night.
Up a couple.
Yeah, I'm not mad if you go. David's going to disagree with me.
Well, you're up by a couple of scores here. And
you don't want to give them the football at midfield for sure.
Let's just get the 1st down. And I'll say I agree with Hayden.
I agree with you. And then you can agree with Hayden.
That makes us all in agreement.
Here's the snap. We are going to punt it away. Luke Reynolds going to hit inside the 20 and take a good bounce inside the 10. We're going to let this thing roll. They're going to mark it down at the 7-yard line, so the Hounds flip the field. And first 2 offensive possessions, the Hounds have to punt, and we haven't seen it all year. So credit to those Pioneer defenders out there to hold strong, but, you know, Ben, if they got to punt it back to us, we got Day-Day Braxton back here.
Well, you punt it to the 6 and you punt it to the 7. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I like the starting field position.
Well, I'm
deep in their own
totally
territory.
confused how this ball just got moved up.
They just moved it up 5 yards. It's back at the It's back at the 7s where the ball should be.
Whitehat's going to get it straightened out here.
Yeah, come on, guys. I don't think he's going to get it straightened out. The official on the far side is at the 7. He's saying the ball needs to be moved back. The official on the far side, you can see him in the upper part of your screen. 2 officials standing there at the 7-yard line where the ball should be. You see those guys right there. And the guy in the white hats, now finally they're going to do it.
Good deal. 4:35 to go here.
Oh, I was about to lose it there, guys. I had the headset off and I was going to lose it.
You're going to hit the field running?
Oh.
So they get that straightened out, and it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line. Vince in the pistol formation.
Here's the snap. They're going to throw the quick hitch again, and incomplete.
Just real quickly, I want to remind everybody to new guy on the block. If you look at the pristine new carpet that's out here on the field, if you want your yard to look like that, try Norris Lawn Care Plus. Their phone number is 870-664-0266. I'll tell you more about them in just a little bit.
Now 2nd and 10 here. And a dive play up the middle, and he makes the first guy miss. And he's going to get up across the 20 to the 21, and that's enough to move the chains. As we've seen, 17 went down for the Pioneers.
And we haven't seen them run the football much since then, so they kind of lulled us to sleep on that, but had some success running it there. Jay Grady, good job tackling there downfield.
Batesville goes quick, another dive play. Now up across the 25 to the 26.
Hounds try to substitute 2 for 2, and they've got to hurry. They got it done.
There's the snap. Quarterback rolling out to his right, looking to throw. And a great job there. That's Samaj Morgan to break that one up. It was going to be a first down.
Hayden Kennedy's begging for the hold call down there, and I don't blame him.
Look up Norris Lawn Care Plus.
Brian Norris is the finest guys you'll ever meet, and he does an excellent job. He's always working. If you want top-notch care, get a hold of Wee Boom. That's what I call him.
I remember that.
Boom. Great guy.
Where the curb appeal begins, keeping your yard in the win column.
3rd and 6 now. Here's the snap, fake, quarterback throws it out in the flat. He is met there. I believe that's Zay Greer on the tackle.
Yeah, Greer just does a great job of closing the distance there after he catches the football and bringing him down. So it's going to be 4th down and 4.
Batesville looks to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, you have to punt here inside the 30-yard line. And still in the football game, only down a couple of scores.
3:20 to go, clock moving.
Their defense is playing well also, so they say let's punt and try to get it back.
Yeah, we have nobody back deep.
So we're not buying it then.
There's the snap.
He thought about it.
You're going to boot this one away. Everybody's just going to get off the field.
The punter he received the snap and was looking downfield just to see what the Hounds were going to do and decided to go ahead and punt. But
Hounds will get it at their own 31.
I like it. Once again, that Hound defense coming up big with a stop. 2:52 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
I want to say one more thing about Brian at Norris Lawn Care Plus. The plus is lawn care, lawn maintenance, hedge trimming, spring and fall cleanups, tree trimming, bed maintenance, and much, much more on the plus side. Check them out on Facebook or on Google.
1st and 10, here's the snap. Reynolds calls his own number, give him a couple.
Reynolds just fighting forward for those yards right there. Those are a hard-fought couple. Just a tough-nosed kid, smart player. Coach's son, coach's brother, coaching family. This kid has definitely put in the work.
And his mom has a great magazine at County Culture Magazine and also on Facebook, countyculture.org. Go to their Facebook page and like them and follow them. Great articles about local.
2nd and 8, Luke busted play, and Luke's just going to go to the sideline and get out of bounds. Thought that was a little late. Luke's going to pop up here. We did have a flag.
That'll cost the Pioneers an additional 15 for the late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they're going to call holding on us.
Oh, they may be offsetting penalties then because there's a flag at the 32.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's a live ball holding, dead ball. Personal foul penalty.
Yeah, holding. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Dave. When you get a personal foul, it's automatic first down.
Well, I thought that's the case.
I'm fairly certain on it.
And we're talking over here to the referee on the far side.
I don't think that's right.
They're discussing it on our side over there. So let's just pick up 4 yards right here and get a first down.
I always said personal foul, automatic first down.
Regardless.
Or if they offset, I mean, that I could understand that, so I didn't understand that. But anyway, 2nd and 4. Greer tripped up back at the 35. And give the Pioneer defense a little credit here. They swallowed Greer up after that first half performance he had.
Now he's 1 step away from going
the distance.
Yeah, 60 plus. You know, this defensive front 3, 4, Batesville, not big, but boy, they're very, very quick. They're
feisty.
Yeah, very active. Not intimidated by this big offensive line of the Hounds.
3rd and 6. Here's the snap, throw it out wide to Day-Day. Good block there. Now Day-Day is going to be wrapped up at the 39, but we have another flag. I mean, nowhere near the play.
I mean, it's a quick hitch pass.
How much does the holding, if there was a holding?
I don't know that it's on us. But there have been a plethora of flags thrown this evening. Yep.
How can you hold when we caught the hit?
You throw a hitch pass and they catch you for holding. That is a cheap one there. That is a cheap one there.
Sampson bringing in the play here.
Now 3rd and 12. Never seen anything like it from the 29. Yeah, it might set up a fake. We've seen that at the Mark Tree game.
Well, Jessen Russell had a huge block on the last hitch.
Here's the snap. Reynolds looks to throw, throws a quick one out here to Nemo. Nemo's going to catch it. We don't get forward progress at all from where we caught it.
Caught it near the 40. I don't think he was at the first down marker, but I think he's been marked well short of where he should have been marked.
Yeah, 3 yards. He was to the 39 anyway.
Our monitors just keep flashing. It's hard for Josh to keep up.
So 4th down and 4 yards to go with 15 seconds as the clock rolls here in the 3rd.
Hounds are punting.
Hounds didn't have to burn the timeout there as the play clock and game clock were both at the exact time.
Well, you burned the timeout there, so that leads me to believe that the Hounds were wanting to go for it. But again, I don't think we talked about Batesville a little bit ago. I think it's a punting situation for sure for the Hounds. You're up by 2 scores, and you don't want to give these guys field position at least the 40-yard line going in. It's the Hounds and the Pioneers and the 100th anniversary of these two clubs playing football. And yes, Hayden, I've seen a lot of them down through the years. come to think of it.
Seen all of them.
Not quite all of them, but a lot of them.
4th and 4. Reynolds going to boot it away. Nobody back deep again. Here comes a flag.
I've got 2 flags here, so.
It's marked at Batesville's 27, but we have a flag back here on the 33. And then I see a flag over there near midfield on our sideline.
So, flags everywhere. Discussion. There's 2 things I've never wanted to be in high school football. One of them was a referee, and the other one was a referee.
That was not a glitch, folks. He said the same thing.
The feeling is mutual.
Feeling it, aren't you? So they're going to try to sort this one out and try to get us an answer to all the laundry. Maybe.
Got an unsportsmanlike against the Hounds.
Then we have sideline interference, which is a dead ball foul, versus the Newport sideline. That is going to be a 15-yard penalty from there, and we will replay 4th down.
So a 30-yard penalty with an ejection.
Whew. Well, the clock has come to 0-0-0, and I don't think you get to run another play here. I think the 3rd quarter ought to be over, should it not?
And then start the 4th with the punt, or with the 4th down.
I can't imagine them not saying the quarter's over with no time on the clock, regardless where the ball is. I mean, they'll get it marked off, and maybe they will.
Mark this thing at the 12-yard line.
Now see if we can notice that the clock is run out.
They're definitely going to put somebody back there this time.
I don't think it matters that there's a penalty. On when the clock runs out.
Let's see if the white hat tries to start the clock.
Well, the clock is at 0, and I don't know if anybody's noticed it or
he starts the clock, so.
A high punt. They do have a flag, though.
I hope it's roughing the punter. I just don't get them running the play, and I may be wrong, with no time on the clock.
I think it's against us. Face mask against the Hounds. Now we'll kick this thing from the 6.
Another untimed down.
This is unbelievable.
I'm not so sure I don't give them a safety.
That's roughing the kicker.
And they called it.
I mean, they smoked Luke Reynolds.
So this will be yet another untimed down, I'm assuming, if it continues the way that.
I mean, we might not ever play a fourth quarter.
Just may stay in the third.
Man, they smoked Luke.
Should be a first down, automatic first down. Yeah, Luke looks to be shaken up. Makes you wonder, do you know, is it the right call to keep backing them up and say, or do you decline and just say? Interesting to see. So no roughing the kicker because he was not 7 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Well, when you do the rugby punt, you become a ball carrier first.
That's going to do the third quarter finally. We'll hear from our sponsor.
It's time to roll with a degree in diesel technology from ASU Newport. Diesel trucks drive America's economy, and if you can fix it, you can start your career as a diesel technician. Diesel techs are in demand locally and nationwide, making good money with growth opportunity and job security. Enroll in an ASU Newport diesel technology program and start your rewarding career when you graduate. Register online at asun.edu. That's asun.edu. Enroll and start out at ASU Newport.
It's on like Donkey Kong, boys. What'd you say? You need a pickup truck? You want to buy one? Well, hey, come on down here to George Hill, okay? He's got GMC, he's got Chevrolet. I'll fix you right up. Look, here's what we're going to do. No, that's too much. No, you're quoting figures that are too high. I'm going to go lower that. Open your ears, take the truck, and drive off the lot. Stamp approved, boys. Move out. Hey, Elliot, I just sold one.
GMC, we are professional grade.
And we're back. The Pioneers have first down and 10 from the Newport's 44-yard line. We'll see what happens here.
Bent snap, looking to throw, has got some time. Throws across the route, incomplete. Big Trey Henderson there, great job getting his hands up. Now second down and 10.
That's a big time play from the linebacker position to have to cover that guy out there in the flats. Just knowing to be there is one thing, but man, to make a play like that is on a whole nother level. Good job, Trey.
Best starting field position all night for the Pioneers.
Here's the snap. He looks to throw again. Under pressure. Great move here by Bentz. He slings it over. Sidearm throw and just through the guy's hands.
You got to catch that ball.
Well, that's just tremendous playmaker ability there. Just moving inside the pocket, moving around, finding time to get it to an open receiver. Just couldn't haul it in there.
Jay Grady in the clubhouse for the Fathead Pizza Collision of the Week, and Luke Sampson for the John Miner Senior Hustle Award. And we'll have the Unity Health Player of the Game and the Subway Coaches Report at the conclusion of the contest at the end of the fourth quarter.
Third down and 10. Here's the snap. Rolling out to his left. Throws a bullet. He is met. Jaden Robinson on the tackle, but got it before Batesville with a tossing catch and gets the first down and moves the chains.
That was just great coverage and great tackle there by Robinson. As Hayden said, not before another first down. 11:30 clock moving.
Bentz gonna air this one out. Jaden Robinson there to bat it away. Now second and 10. Great job, Jaden there, stride for stride with him.
And the boy won. Big time play right there.
Jaden not a big kid. He's 5'10", 140 pounds. Plays much bigger than that. He's a tall, lanky kid. He looks like he's about 6'2", 185.
On 2nd and 10. They go inside handoff. He is met there by Jay Grady. Ball on the ground. It looks like Batesville gets back on it.
Big pop once again by the Hounds.
It's Jamil Thomas in there trying to strip that football out of there, trying to recover the fumble.
Now 3rd and 15. Let's see the little screen pass here.
Been open several times tonight for the Pioneers.
Here's the snap. Bentz rolls out hard to his
they're
right.
tackling one of our guys. They're still tackling him. Still tackling him.
He comes up incomplete now, 4th down.
It's been going on all night. 76
76 absolutely had 0 wrapped up and throwing him around, and no call there.
Been going on all night, Dave. If 0's not in the play, it's because somebody's holding him, I assure you.
Well, it's the first time I've seen just an obvious holding call tonight. I've seen a lot of holding calls that they called that I didn't see anything.
4th and long here.
It's right here on the end, 76 and 0. Got him again, grabbing him again. Now 0 slugged him.
That's Samaj Morgan that comes up with a pick.
Personal foul here, maybe.
Big Samaj with a pick, but we do have a flag.
Well, 76 had a hold of 0 again, and he was dragging him in, pulling him in, and obviously holding. And then Hayden just took offense to it and just popped him right in the head, and he's going to get ejected from the game here, I believe. When you've had it,
Well, it's the 4th time I've seen it tonight, and I haven't watched every play, but he's held him at least 4 times, obviously.
I mean, as an offensive lineman, you're taught to do that. You're taught to let the guy come to you, and then when he comes to you, you grab him right there and you hold him close. So it's not anything that we don't teach, that we don't see.
But when you see it,
well, when
you usually call it.
Well, the one before that was when you see it, and when you tackle the guy, and you don't see it.
And Batesville's offense staying on the field. This is unbelievable.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, the holding, and then we'll have another guy ejected.
2 tonight. But I like the live ball, dead ball, at least where the Hounds get possession of the ball with the interception by Samaj. Big play in the football game.
Well, in Hayden Kennedy's defense, he's been battling that guy all night.
No doubt about it.
Finally got the holding call, and it just was more than he could handle. But you got to keep your composure regardless, guys, especially in a big game like this. But it's easier said than done here.
Big Boosie running out to get him in the huddle. Well, we got 10:24 to play in this contest. We're up by a couple of scores here. We're up by 14.
Feels like closer than that.
Well, it's just been one of those football games. It's been a real high emotional game, and tempers flaring, and saw very little of that last year.
Well, in all fairness, Dave, that game was over in the first half.
Well, that's true too. So the Hounds will have to start at their own 5-yard line. And obviously their worst starting field position of the night. I'm calling it 95 yards right here.
7 for 6.
7 for 6 right here.
if we don't have a holding.
Seven for 6 right here, guys.
Well, let's see it, David Black. Nemo Crite wide at the top of your screen.
Here's the snap. Reynolds tries to fight forward. Maybe one. Anytime you're this deep in your own territory, I think it's crucial that you run some clock. You're up a couple of scores. Definitely no need to get in a hurry.
20 seconds on the play clock. The Hounds could be very, very patient here and run some clock. They elect to do so.
Here's the snap. Give this to Greer. Greer trying to get outside and does. Trey Greer. Good run as he's up to the 25-yard line. And that's enough for a
big Trayvon Scott there. Sorry to cut you off, but downfield blocking. Done a great job all night getting after some guys.
Ben, I was just going to say another small engines.
Do a little business with small engines. Good folks. Going there quite often. They're right down the street from the barn.
Sell name brand stuff. Great shop, taking care of weed eaters, lawnmowers, if you've got some work that needs to be done on those. James Langston and crew.
Good folks.
Very good folks.
Here's the snap. Reynolds with time. Throws it to Jessen. Jessen's going to pick up about 8.
Good route by Jessen. Great job of Luke buying some time, finding the open man.
One thing that helps us offensively, guys, we've got so many weapons, you know, that you've got to watch downfield that are a threat to score. And you can't guard everybody. Just got to give Luke enough time to find who's open.
Day-Day's one-on-one coverage at the bottom here.
And second and short, give this to Greer. Greer, shifty moving as he's up over the 35, and that's another small engine first down.
Like the sportsmanship from our guys here, helping each other up, patting the other guys on the helmet, and Batesville as well. Kind of tapping each other, you know, good play.
The clock has not started, but now they get it going, but the play clock was. And just a quick toss out here for Greer. Greer, good running for Greer. He's up to the 47-yard line, and another Newport small engine service first down.
Well, offensive line, they're just in there pounding, guys.
They're working hard. And don't get their names in the paper, so to speak, but are definitely the heart and soul of an offense are your guys up front.
Dave, we got 8 minutes left. Do you want to head down there? Or?
I could do that. Y'all need me to? Can y'all finish up here and get these last couple of scores for us?
Absolutely. I got it. We want a timeout here, Coach Reardon. Hounds up 14 here. 7:51 to go. Boy, now getting to see where David was. He did have the best seat in the house. We will have the White River Bowl trophy. presentation and everything goes as planned, it'll stay with the Hounds for yet another year. Pray for that young man, number 17 for the Pioneers. Hope that he's able to get back in action as soon as possible. It's got a false start here. Well, here's the thing, Ben. I mean, you are winning by 2 scores, and you're playing on the road. You are playing against a bigger classification, a couple classifications bigger than you. And talk about a rivalry game, but it's one of those things when you look at, if you're going to be one of those state championship contenders, it's things that you got to clean up.
Well, I'd rather have this game tonight here early in the preseason. Well, I say the preseason. Than I would later on in the year. But definitely some things we can improve on. But
from the 43, inside handoff to Zay Greer. He's going to pick up a couple. Now 2nd and 12.
Wright bringing in the play from the sidelines.
Yeah, I definitely could run some clock here. I know it still got 7.5, but you can run this thing down nearly 7. That's what Luke Reynolds is going to do. Here's the snap. We throw it out wide to Nemo. Nemo cuts it up across the original line of scrimmage and sticks his head down and is shoved out of bounds, and it's going to be, looks like a little shy. Thought it was enough.
And they do. Yes, they go ahead and signal first down. Another small engines first down for the Greyhounds here.
Yeah, Jay Grady, Boosie Hardaway, Trayvon Scott, Tracy Smith. Tracy Smith, I mean, unsung hero here, as we had a couple high snaps there, go nearly in the end zone, and sophomore steps in. He's been throwing bullets back there. Here's the snap, fake, Reynolds fights for it, gets a couple.
Good bit of running there. Just hard-nosed football.
Big Carmelo Ellis. All eyes on the 41. 2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Quarterback calls his own number. Got one guy to beat. He's not going to be able to as he's inside the 30. And Luke Reynolds with another small engine first down. Trayvon Scott there getting after his guy.
Big Trayvon, he's been blocking well all night, man, hustling down the field.
Big sophomore, 5'9", 254, what they got him listed as.
Good kid. Under 6 minutes to go as the clock continues to roll. We're now at 5:50.
Here's the snap, give to Greer. Greer not going to be able to shake away this time. Brought down at the 26. Give him 4. Snap, back to Greer. Greer, shifty moving, and no gain on the play. Looks like we've got timeout here. Timeout for Batesville. On 3rd and long 5. The Hounds leading by a couple of scores. Not a bad timeout there for Batesville.
No, you got to slow things down. You want to stop that clock. Hounds have been able to pick up 3 or 4 first downs on this drive. And we talked about burning some clock, and that's what the Hounds are doing. So we're at 4:44 on 3rd and a long 5.
On 3rd down here. Direct snap to Greer. Luke Reynolds leading blocking. Luke Reynolds, big block. And Trey Greer is going to walk in the end zone, and Hounds get another 6.
I believe that's going to be enough to seal the deal here, Hayden. Just barring anything crazy.
How about Luke Reynolds right there? Direct snap to Greer. Lead blocker.
Pretty impressive.
Senior quarterback going to put a hat on a hat.
That just shows you, Hayden, the leadership ability of that young man and how much he's grown as a quarterback of this football team. Hounds covered some real estate there.
Yeah, about 26 yards. Because I can't find David's pen. He might have took it with him. I think he did. Here's the snap. Reynolds going to throw it. 2-point conversion is no good. Hounds still lead here 33-13.
So 4:36 to go in the contest. Hounds lead 33-13 over the Pioneers in what's been a long night, Hayden, of penalty flags and hard-fought football game.
Yeah, and it's the first score we've had in the 4th quarter. Last score happened at the 9:18 mark in the 3rd quarter.
Well, you got to give credit to Batesville's defense. They just stepped up pretty much this whole second half, and we did not punt the football in the first half, did we?
No, sir.
So they forced a couple punts here in the second half. Despite the score, played pretty well defensively. Destin Jackson to tee it up for another First Community Bank kickoff, where community comes first. 25-25 Malcolm Avenue.
Fielded at the 22. Looking to get outside. He's going to be wrapped up. Jaden Arnold in on the tackle at the 30. And that's where Batesville will set up shop.
4:29 to go. As Batesville takes over.
Yeah, Batesville's had 11 possessions and only 2 scores. You know, and one of those being at the 1.5-yard line.
Hound defense had a stellar night tonight.
They'll have to be stellar for sure next week as the Greyhounds take on the Greyhounds, defending 3A state champs. I know we've talked about that a little bit. I will not be there, boys. Here's a snap. Bentz throws the quick hitch. Out of bounds. The 38-yard line. Give him an extra one to the 39. Now 2nd and a couple. It's fake, quarterback rolling out to his left, under pressure. Zips one in there, but it is incomplete. Now 3rd down and a couple.
Well, had a man wide open in the flats, and I don't think Bent saw him, but thank goodness he didn't. 4:14 to play in the contest.
Here's the snap, dive play. Swallowed up in the backfield.
23, Jessen Russell in on the tackle there.
Big Jessen, who's had a big game. Now 4th down and 2 here for Batesville. They look to go. Here's the snap. They call dive on 4th down, and they're going to get it. Gutsy call there.
Lane Stewart in it, middle linebacker for the Hounds.
Well, we've got 12 on the field. We'll credit Batesville, going fast. Didn't expect them to do that, but a Hound team that likes to rotate, likes to sub. They've taken advantage of it, going quick. On 1st and 5, Vince. Pump fake and then throws and incomplete. Now 2nd and 5.
Vince under a lot of pressure there from that Hound front. Gonzalez in as an interior lineman. Don't have a number or a name for number 74. Jay Grady checking in for Jessen Russell.
On 2nd and 5. Throws over the middle, has got a man. Luke Sampson's there to bring him down at the 35-yard line, enough to move the chains. Under 3 minutes to go in the game. Snap, throws the hitch and incomplete. Well, it's been there a couple times, and
a little bit of timing issues, just can't get it lined out.
The clock stops on 2nd and 10. From the Hound 35-yard line. Here's the snap, Bentz. Again under pressure. Tries to roll out and goes out of bounds. It's going to be a big loss back near the 40. Say the 41 now, a 3rd down and 16.
2:45 to go.
Snap, Bentz looking to throw. Got time, fires it over, and was tipped. I want to say the young man caught it at the 25-yard line. If that's the case, it's enough to move the chains.
And that is a reception.
Snap, they go dive. Lane Stewart in on the tackle.
Big Lane.
Splits a couple defenders, is held up near the goal line. He's going to be just shy. And it's going to be first and goal for Batesville.
Number 25, Caleb Murdoch, getting the ball down to the line on 1 yard line.
Can't see the clock at all. 208.
Man, a little shaken up there. Clock rolling here on first and goal. Cole Bentz on the quarterback keeper is in. Batesville now making it 33-19.
1:53 to go in the contest.
Definitely an onside kick coming here after the extra point.
No doubt about that one.
Snap, hold, kick is up. Plenty of leg and is good. Now 33-20.
So expect your hands team here, Hayden Schultz.
Hounds don't have any timeouts left. Batesville has a couple. Gotta get some guys over here. They've got 6 on this side.
Yeah, it's coming.
And how about Zay Greer to come up with that?
Big time play there by Zay Greer, the sophomore.
The kick was taken by number 2, Zay Greer. Tackled by number 22, Ryan Dale.
Minute 53 to go. Hounds lead 33-20.
On first and 10, low snap. Greer hits the football, and he's just going to fall down here. Back at the 39-yard line.
I think he just kind of lost his footing there. There's a little low snap. Luke got him the ball.
Timeout here for Batesville.
Pioneers will take another timeout here.
At 1:45. Only got one more left.
And here we go.
On second down and long. Snap, give to Greer. Batesville bringing the house, but Greer bouncing outside, and he needs to fall down, and he does. That's a smart play there.
Yep, keep the ball inbounds, and that clock's going to continue to roll. Bring up third down and 1. Less than 1. Well, now they've got it marked at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 11.
Excuse me. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong stick. Excuse me, guys. Either way, minute 18, clock moving.
You can roll this thing inside a minute.
I'd like to roll it all the way out under a minute to about 0. Hounds better hurry.
Snap, give to Greer. Greer outside. Greer's got one man to beat. He turns on the burners. You ain't catching him. How about Trey Greer tonight? The Hounds get another 6 from 7.
Just a pretty phenomenal player there in Trey Greer.
It's a 57-yard run.
Hounds lead 39-20 as we await the extra point or the 2-point attempt. We'll see what the Hounds elect to do. Under 4 seconds, no timeouts left. That's just a delay of game penalty.
Gonna throw up a jump ball here today. 2-point conversion is no good. Hounds still lead here, 39-20.
45 seconds to go here in the contest.
Being 45 seconds left, we got another First Community Bank kickoff. I mean, talk about Trey Greer and the night he's had. And the 81-yard touchdown run on the second play of scrimmage. A 27-yard touchdown run, and then a 57-yard.
Pretty phenomenal night for that young man. Don't forget about
it's just a pooch kick, jumped on at the 45-yard line. We'll see what. From their own 45. Here's the snap. Bent's going to throw it out in the flat. Got a man there at midfield. It's going to be brought down near the 45. They're going to say just short. Now 2nd and 1. Here's the snap. Just going to throw this one deep. And he caught it, but it's going to be out of bounds. Good job there by Samaj.
Yeah, what a catch there by that young man.
Well, 3rd and 1. Giesland in the game. Jamil Thomas. Lane Stewart. Jaden Arnold. Donnell Williams. Here's the snap. Bentz rolling out to his left, looking to throw. Throws an incomplete now with 10 seconds left in 4th and 1. And at least another play they have to go here for.
Coming up at the conclusion of the broadcast, we will have obviously the White River Bowl trophy presentation and then the Bud Black Memorial Scholarship presentation. And then our post-game report will come after that.
Have a first down, a little bit more. Breaking tackles. Tripped up inside the 25 to the 22-yard line with 1 second left, but Batesville's not going to elect to call another play, and that's going to end it here where the Hounds win against the Batesville Pioneers, 39-20. We'll have the Jackson's Funeral Home postgame show coming right up. Post game here for Jackson's Funeral Home. All started off with Cole Bentz, a 12-yard touchdown pass for Batesville, leading 7-0. Greer returns one back for 81 yards, make it 7-7. Batesville with a 1-yard touchdown run. Cole Bentz making it 13-7. It was all Hounds from there. The touchdown pass from Reynolds to Crite. The 2-point conversion good. Luke to Nemo again. Day Braxton with a 65-yard punt return touchdown, and then Greer with 27-yard touchdown run. Bentz getting another one on the board, and then Greer yet again a 57-yard touchdown run. The Hounds win here, and we'll have David Black coming up momentarily.
From his time as a student to his many years broadcasting Greyhound athletics. Bud, along with his brothers, David and Kenny, have been tied to the Newport Greyhounds for decades. And each has left a lasting legacy in their own way. Bud Black was known as the voice of the Greyhounds, and is a great honor to have this $1,000 scholarship in place to memorialize his lasting memory. This scholarship was presented to a participant in tonight's game who embraces the Greyhound spirit with enthusiasm, loyalty, selflessness, and a true love for the Newport Greyhounds. The 2025-26 Black Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Jay Grady. Precise is proud to present the Porter Stewart Memorial Scholarship to a Batesville team member. The Porter Stewart Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a Batesville senior athlete selected by the Pioneer coaches. Porter Stewart was an outstanding football, baseball, and basketball player at both Batesville and Arkansas College, except for a brief stint with the New York Yankees.
Mic check, mic check.
Career was centered in the Batesville area. He was well into a very successful football coaching career at Batesville at the time of his death in 1968. This was established in 1968 with Johnny Miller as the first recipient. Congratulations to Colin McKiston for embracing the tradition that a pioneer never forgets.
You just turned it off. Turn it on.
And that no technical.
What you got? What you got? Okay, we're good to go now. We're just doing a lot of things down here on the field. I don't know where you got to see that, but the White River Bowl presentation for the second year in a row to the Newport Greyhounds. Where's Jay Grady? Come over here, Jay. Now listen, I gotta tell all y'all this. Y'all don't know Bud Black, you don't remember Bud Black, but Bud Black did what I did, what I do now, I helped him do for 30 years. So he and I did it together before he passed away. So I helped establish the Bud Black Memorial Scholarship, and there's $1,000 that goes with it. Jay Grady's the man right here. Let's talk a little bit about the money first. First of all, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Tell me about effort. That's what we looked at when we were naming people, effort, guys who had great attitude, great people, not just a good football player, but a good person. Talk about that.
Oh, man, I just come up with a positive energy every day. Just keep these guys up, not to bring them down or anything. Just keep them positive. Just have a positive atmosphere.
Hey, Jay, what we have?
We just had a day. We just had a day.
All right, Day-Day, I just want to talk to you for sure. Stand right here, Day-Day. I thought the punt return was the play of the game. Talk about the punt return.
Man, I just give it for my guy that blocked for me the whole way. Ran to the whole end zone with me the whole time.
Pretty exciting?
Yes, sir.
What does it feel like to come up to Batesville and win a game?
Feel good.
Who else? Luke, come here. I want to talk to you a little bit. You're 2-0 against the Pioneers. How's that feel?
Feels good. We got to love the process more than you got to love the outcome. The linemen all week practice hard in the trenches. The receivers caught every ball at practice. When it all comes together, that's the score you get. So it's beautiful. I love it.
What you got to say, Samaj?
I just got to say, love all my guys here. Good defensive day.
Go Hounds! All right, I got to say this. We got to get out of here. We play
to win the game.
We play
to win the game.
Nemo, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, guys. As always, go Hounds! I'll talk with, hey, Craig Brown, I'm still on there, baby. Love you, brother. How you doing? We'll talk with Coach coming up right now.
Hey, y'all get go get your stuff. Let's get out of here.
Coach, it's 2-0 for the series. I mean, the Hounds winning that 39-20. We'll take that at any time. I don't care how it was. We'll take a win when you come to the Hill.
Man, just because of what happened last year, I'm like trying to tell people, like, every year is a different team, and that team was
definitely a better team than we just played right there. They played their butts off in all areas. They played hard. They never gave up. Hats off to Coach Morrow and his staff, Coach Youngblood over there, DC. Great job, man. Great job. And this is going to make us grow right here. You know, we had a couple guys lost their cool. We got to get better than that. We had a lot of penalties. We got to get better. I mean, we're not nowhere near where we need to be. Thank God it's week 2, but take a W, enjoy it when you can, no matter how you get them.
Coach, I just told Day-Day, and I thought that was a huge play. I mean, I know we got a late, great call from Josh when we looked like we were going to snap it to Luke, and we didn't snap it to him. We snapped it to Trey and ran it for a touchdown. But I thought the Day-Day touchdown on the punt return play of the game.
Absolutely play of the game, no doubt about it. Our defense was playing really, really good. Only being up 8, though, anything could happen. When we got that 2-touchdown cushion, we felt a little more comfortable. Got a little conservative in our play calling, which I told him to. I mean, hey, look, I was in his ear. He wanted to press the pedal a little harder, and I said, look, our defense playing good. Let's just, it'll happen. We'll pop another one. Just keep grinding. So just proud of all the coaches, Coach Austin. Hey, great job with Coach Carpenter, Coach Rashad Billingsley. All these guys kicked butt this week, did a great job.
And we give our hats off to the Batesville Pioneers. They put on a great show tonight.
Yes, they sure did. It's a beautiful setting. I mean, it's like a college setting. It's a great town. I lived here for 12 years, and I loved it. You know, not as much as Newport, but I loved it. I enjoyed my time here. Glad to be back home. But, great people here. It's a really, really nice town.
Well, it's a big victory for the Hounds, 39-20, and next week we'll turn our attention to the Salem Greyhounds, the defending state champs. So we got them to talk about. We'll talk more about them coming up this week. We will get together. We were a day short last week. Didn't get a chance to visit with you, but we'll talk about both of the first 2 games. But anyway, congratulations to you, and as always,
go Hounds!